is just 10 times faster. And then you see towards the end of your show, you know.
Right. I'm about to get something to remind me to keep an eye on the timer.
Believe it or not, you can download a timer for your phone.
Okay. I'm about to set it for a minute before the minute.
Well, what you do, here's the way I do it. You know, I make our talk time 22 minutes long.
Right.
But we're only supposed to talk 20.
Right.
So what you do is once the computer starts on your 22, as soon as you push the mic button, you know you're already starting that 22 minutes.
Right.
You hit your timer for 20.
There you
and
go.
That way, as it's counting down in your mind, you're going, okay, it says I'm at 18. I need to start wrapping up the conversation to go, okay. And you in your mind, you got to lead it to
the song.
We'll be right back.
Right.
Or in your case, what song's next? Because yours is going to be a lot more music than anything.
Definitely.
I just think it would be cool, like if you play, and this is just saying what your show's more about. When we invented the Rough Edge, it was because it was supposed to be music, not just Joey sitting down here talking. It's supposed to be music, but it was supposed to be all music related. So all conversations were supposed to be. So like, I would love to see my vision finally come true. Like I would love for you to be talking about 80s metal,
right?
And say, and Anthrax this and da-da-da-da-da, and they decided to make a close to a rap song that's rap and metal. And if you think before Limp Bizkit put rap and metal together.
Right, or Korn or anybody
like that. You had Anthrax do I'm the Man.
Right.
And people forget about that song. I just think how cool it would be that as you're talking about, you know, their song Indians. And then the next thing you know, you go, and here is their attempt, which was successfully. So I don't mean attempt to be like they attempted and it didn't succeed, but say, here's their attempt of bringing rock and rap together with I Am the Man.
Right on.
So, I mean, I just think it'd be cool, you know, to actually have, whether it be opinions or whether it be facts about some of the or both with what you're fixing to play.
Awesome. Right on.
Yeah, kind of like a day in rock.
Well, everybody remembers Headbangers Ball.
Oh,
I mean, all of us that used to watch it.
Right.
Ricky Rocket would always talk about stuff for just a few minutes and then play 2 or 3 videos. Right. And that was my vision. I wanted goofball, Wayne's World-ish, which is what we are, mixed with a little Headbangers Ball. That was my whole everything. Because if you remember Headbangers Ball, man, it would go from like Quiet Riot that everybody knew to like a Metallica song that most people might know to a Megadeth song that not a whole lot of people knew.
Right.
And I thought that was awesome because it was able to catch the mainstream people.
And the newcomers too.
Right. Well, you were able to catch the mainstream people that might know what Dr. Feelgood was.
Right.
And then you might catch the guy that knows what Anarchy in UK with Megadeth, Just for Fun Radio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It certainly was.
I apologize. You can hang up on me like you did the other day.
Oh, I was so fixing to, but I would hate to do that to you on a Friday.
I would be laughing my butt off again. I almost fell out my chair when you did that the other day.
That was so funny. So what's happening, sir?
It was. Not much, and there's no better person to get that Wayne's World vibe than the Guru.
I think it would be great because his musical taste is huge. I mean,
oh, definitely.
I don't mean to toot my own horn. I've got a huge musical taste, but here lately I've been so consumed, and me and the Guru were kind of having that talk this morning, and I even made a post about it, that as Just for Fun gets bigger, more vamps come out, and the more I'm trying to grow, the more I'm trying to do business, and my mind is so focused on doing business that I don't get to even ride in the car and enjoy music anymore. That's the one thing about the motorcycle I like. I can't talk on the phone.
But there's no good music really out there, though, honestly.
Just for Fun Radio, idiot.
Well, yeah.
I don't have my board set up, so I had to call you that verbally. But no, seriously, I take the shot phone now since it's the Metro PCS with unlimited stream. And what I've been doing lately is taking that phone and jacking it into my bike so that I'm able to ride and listen to Just for Fun. And there's nothing better than when you're sitting at the red light and one of your Rob's Performance commercial plays. You know, that's like I pulled up the Copy Central the other day, and Copy Central commercial just happened to play. But the point I was getting at is I've been so focused and consumed the last 3 months like have been, I don't want to say horrible because horrible would define like bad. I mean, horribly busy. The first of the year is always busy for us. This year, more so than ever. So I don't get to enjoy my music like I want. But I mean, on the other hand, you got the guru who's not having to deal with me, the business.
With you?
Yeah, he'll be at home jamming out, and he'll be able to actually play some good stuff. Now you got to remember, for everybody that's going to be listening, he's not going to be playing just mainstream music. And I started thinking, you know, and we got to, and you as a listener, Jeff, this would be a great opinion time for you. So Jacob lives where he's an hour behind our time zone. So should Jacob play 7 o'clock our time or 7 o'clock his time? Because 7 o'clock our time, we've already had our dinner or whatever. 6.
I mean, yeah.
Stephanie, just don't talk. Just don't talk, because I would rather you not give bad information. She's like, it'd be 8 o'clock, Stephanie. So
no,
just stop.
I have family out there where he lives, so I know 7 o'clock here is 6 o'clock there.
Then why the hell did you say 8,
because
Stephanie?
My brain's not fully awake.
Then just stop.
Yet.
Let me carry on this. So our question for the listeners is, since he's going to be playing non-mainstream music, should he play 7 our time or 7 his time? In other words, for some of us here, either you're going to be listening from our time, Stephanie, don't look at me confused, 7 our time till 10 our time, or should he play 8 our time until 11 our time? You know, that's the biggest thing, because I don't want to put the pressure on him. You know, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, because I guess
6 o'clock would be his family, his child, his wife, his dinner. That was where we were trying to decide yesterday. Now, Stephanie, it would be your turn to try to speak, as long as you can stay in the correct time zone.
I was just going to say, I mean, that's pretty much like what's he got going on at that time in his family.
I just addressed all that.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
Glad you're running behind this morning.
No, that's
Jacob,
what I'm
are
saying.
you listening? Because Stephanie apparently is not.
Stop being a Dugan.
Do it only half an hour. Do it like 6:30. That way, it's a little more convenient for both sides. It'll be 6:30 his time, so things kind of winding down on his family.
Say it one more time.
Dugan.
I'm spraying her with Lysol. She's actually gonna smell like she took a bath.
I did.
Well, that's because you farted on her for $1.
Yes, exactly.
I did. And the biatch didn't even give me my $1.
Because I called him because I told him stop being a Dugan.
You know what's funny is every time Steph thinks she learns a new word, she overuses it.
You are an idiot.
I mean, every time. Tomorrow, she might actually learn what the word shower means, and I dare her to overdo that.
Well, Jacob and we had a conversation last
Jacob
night.
and High?
I had a conversation.
Were you high when you had this conversation?
No, I don't do that.
Jacob and High. Jacob and High.
We were seeing how many times we could drive you crazy saying Dugan.
You notice he's smart enough to sit at the other end of the table.
Because he said I had to do it.
That makes. Do you realize his hand might as well be up your butt right now? And you are a puppet. He just prompted you to be stupid, and you were willing to do it.
Yep.
I know.
Go back to sleep, Stephanie. Go back to sleep. All right, Jeff, since you're the caller, maybe we should be addressing
Just had
you.
to plant the seed.
Yes, sir.
You planted the seed.
Undressing me? What'd you just say?
No.
Mike.
Addressing you.
Oh, okay.
God, we can't keep you with clothes on now.
Well,
Who the hell would need to undress you?
The cool thing with the Guru is all these local bands that he knows are just getting started out or fairly starting out that he could get on the show. That he's always posting about and promoting all these concerts that he goes to. That'd be pretty cool too for him to introduce.
And the bad thing for right now is with his phone set up, because he's going to be learning the board. I'm like, for now, just put your phone on speaker and hold it up to the microphone. That way the listeners can hear what you hear.
Right.
The quality might not be the greatest on the phone call. I mean, they'll still be able to hear. I said, and once you learn a little more, I'll, Amazon this part to you that connects your phone. I'm like, but if I try to do that now, I think it will just complicate things.
It's all good.
So he'll learn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at you when you started out. And you had to learn as you
went.
went.
What are you trying to say?
You were a
So
Dugan.
you learn as you learn.
You want to get in on this too? I will make you smell April fresh. This is Lysol disinfectant, kills cold, flus, perverts, and Mike.
We got to get Dugan on the camera.
I'm gonna douse the whole friggin' shop.
Come on, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Get in it. Get in it, Jeff.
It is Friday, you Dugan.
Phone technicals again. Technical out.
I hate when that happens.
I hate when that happens. I don't know what just happened there. Man, these cheap ass phones.
Apparently, the caller got Dugan.
Yeah, I think we're fading to a commercial too. Do you hear that? NTM.
NTM.
We'll be right back. It's fixing to be murder up in this joint. We'll be right back.
Oh, he's calling back.
Dugan-fied.
She's not going to stop till she finds out.
Google it. Google the Dugan. Mango?
Hey, I apologize about that. That was very uncensored.
Man.
Check us out. Tell Karen you heard about gravity.
Yay! Look at this picture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Friend of mine.
Seen that?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine sent that to me, and I said, your hair doesn't look good short.
Is this playing?
Oh, I swear I'm going to burn that car in place if I can't get rid of it today. I apologize too. What is her name this morning?
Erica Lee.
Erica Lee. She was she won the GMA, right?
Yeah.
In Georgia.
Yeah, like 2014.
What time is she gonna get here? Around 9.
Right. It's her.
Wife's phone is broke.
You have a link to her? There's a bunch of them.
All right, I'm gonna play 2 of her songs real quick.
I got it.
Got it? Right on.
Yep.
Hey, on over here. After the warning for Just for Fun, I mean, we're fixing to go live.
Well, don't run, but cartridge, yes.
Making sure.
Make sure it wasn't somebody farting.
For $1. Yeah. Thanks.
Like his video host. None of y'all talking. You're all just sitting there like bucks
yeah.
on a damn log.
Nah. Nah. Nah.
I was like watching video going, okay, they're just going to sit there.
Like pumps on logs.
Nobody can hear it.
By
I can't hear
God. She's from California originally.
Oh, really?
I think that was her. I can't. I don't want to say that now. Talked to so many people in bands.
Yeah, really.
Now you're starting to sound like me. I forget who I was talking to.
One of those people were from LA originally, or sunny California. That's why the sunshine. That's why the sun shines in her name, I think.
All right. I'm trying to fix the sound. I noticed that there was a buzz upstairs. I hope everything on video sounds good. Anybody on video, let us know how we sound. And we're back. In the shack. Stephanie, talking your sexy voice.
What are you doing?
What did you say?
What are you doing?
Wow.
Jesus Christ. You could be the cat lady with like 14 cats and 3 cigarettes hanging in your hand. Like she's the person that has a Pall Mall and lights another one before she finishes.
You know what I was thinking
halfway.
she was going to do is like, hello, my name is Stephanie.
That sounded robotic.
So I was smoking back when I was 12 years old.
Oh, I didn't see because I was
They
reading.
told me that it was going to cause me
She
throat
was reading,
cancer,
so she didn't hear that.
but I
Right?
didn't know any better.
No, I didn't see that you were doing that on your throat.
Wow, quit doing that. Because the last time you tilted your neck up and did that, Travis was in front of you. That's just, ugh.
And
You are an
turkey
idiot.
season.
You
ugly.
Ugh. Turkey season.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
bad
Is this Jeff Matthias again? Just for fun.
Yeah, I just want to show Jacob done a good job. Can't wait to see this show. Especially your nephew.
can barely hear you.
We can barely hear you, and whatever you're doing to that bird behind you, you might not want to let animal control hear you.
It feels good, though.
It's on video, man.
It feels good though. It's on video.
Wow.
Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, who do
That's
we
what
have
she
here?
said.
That's the bird.
It's the bird man.
Bird is a word.
Can you hear me?
Yes, who do we have here?
This is Brian.
Brian.
So what? Oh, you're out on the back porch then,
Yeah.
because I know you don't have that kind of crap in your house. Stephanie's the only person that will do that.
Oh.
Stephanie's living room looks like the bat cage with guano on the floor.
He said
That's
guano.
bird seeds.
Mhm.
He said guano.
All right, so what's going on with you today? You just listening as normal, spitting your coffee out?
Yeah. Making fun of you.
Hey, we're all good with that.
Guano.
Tell him he's a Dugan.
The word of the day.
Today's
I was telling
password
Jacob he's
is
doing good this
Dugan.
week. Can't wait to see the show.
Oh yeah,
Here.
see, I know you can relate to the show he's going to be doing because it'll be everything from Leonard Skinner to Acidic to friggin' Megadeth to Anthrax, Metallica. I mean, I could just see him with
Right.
everything.
It'll be there.
Yeah, none of the mainstream crap.
Yeah, man. The stuff
Some
you
stuff you
will
never-
not hear on the radio, you will hear when he's there.
Stuff you never heard of, period.
The mainstream crap.
And a slow boat to China.
Right, they'll be on there for sure.
For sure, man.
I meant to play them last night,
Hey.
but I got.
All right, hang on. Let me hear. Say again, Brian.
Stephanie, you're an idiot.
You're a Dugan.
Tell us how you really feel. Stephanie, could you
What?
lose that out of your vocabulary? Do you know how ignorant it sounds? Like everybody knows you're saying it because it's like the new word for you. And it
No.
makes you look stupid.
It's a new word for me too. I never heard it until last night.
It's a
Yeah,
restaurant. I mean, when you say Dugan, that's the only thing somebody's going to think of
You should
unless
have heard the story I heard. last
unless
night.
you're white
Yeah.
trash and she knows what it means.
Well, last
Nah.
night was St. Patty's Day, Craig.
Yes.
Yes.
So Dugan has a completely different meaning. I'm just saying.
But you know how ignorant it is that the person who just learned it is overusing it?
Oh, she's got
For
one
a
of those little calendars.
purpose.
She's got a calendar. It's got a word of the day. And today's word was Dugan. I said it again, didn't I?
Yeah, but now you are looking just as stupid as she is. And even Brian agrees with the laughter.
Brian, is that you or your bird?
He's probably got
The
two
birds
birds
on
for
my
you.
belly, boy.
Yeah.
Why do you have birds on your porch?
It's on my belly, not my porch.
It's got it on his belly. He's a fine man.
Like when
Fine
the birds
man
get on my
indeed.
belly.
Perhaps our lightning bolts might come out of your arse. See, I did that word association thing. Got that.
All right, man. Well, thanks for calling in. I'm gonna shoot this idiot to the right of me, and I'm gonna choke the one to the left.
It's got.
I might go through him and hit me.
I doubt it.
Say again,
Okay.
Brian. Hey, y'all, we got a caller. Say
Sorry.
again.
I said maybe this will help. Derrigan.
Oh. See you later, sir.
It's
It's a
contagious.
shame that phone keeps hanging up like it does.
It's a Dugan.
I don't understand.
Here we go. Why is it not playing loud enough?
Perhaps the volume.
You know, I've already kind of figured that, but it's weird.
I used
Hold
to
on,
do
hold
a
on.
mean
Hang
Dr.
on.
Evil.
That's weird. Like
No, it's not coming over.
literally, it is just not playing.
There he is. Fat bastard.
Huh. Oh well.
He's Scottish, though. Come in.
So it's playing. It's just the YouTube
There.
not playing very good.
That's weird.
That's fat bastard.
Yeah, isn't that just odd? Oh well. Next. What else do we got?
Next joke.
I was
What's
just,
that? 8 o'clock.
I was just trying
Hey,
to play Fat
Arthur
Bastard.
Blank, the CEO for the football team, the Falcons.
Yeah.
He is cancer free now, so he's going to be getting back to work. I'm very I like the dude because, quite frankly, he told Ross. Remember Ross Perot?
Yeah.
He told Ross Perot to get bent back in the day. And the other thing is he's cancer free and he's 70s and he's getting married this late spring, early summer.
Already married.
Well, if
He's
he-
getting buried. Buried. God, Stephanie.
But yeah, I mean, you always got to have some props for guys in his 70s getting married.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
George Burns.
He's a billionaire. I forgot that probably helps.
That's right. Is Anna Nicole? I mean, that's right up her.
Well, she's dead, dude.
Yeah, well, so
Yeah,
is
she's
she.
long
This
gone.
cat.
Yeah, she's dead. But somebody look up a picture of her daughter. Her daughter should be getting up there.
Why are you trying to say she looks like you? You should look it up.
I mean,
how dare you say we should look it up when you got
Well,
that in front of you?
Okay. Well, here I'll look it up.
I love
just-
how
that's
they
right.
do. I love how people do that. Stephanie will tell us that, and it's like, Stephanie, you got that wannabe computer in front of you.
Well, I was trying to see if anybody wanted to help with some stories, but I'll do it.
Well,
I'm
Stephanie's
there.
probably already got some. You're the guy that usually refuses to do any of the stories that we send in Messenger,
Well, that's not
unless it's
true.
political.
Well, yeah, I'm not the TMZ.
It doesn't
Stephanie's
matter
gotta-
if we. You notice when Dee's here, she'll do one, Steph will do one. She'll do one, Steph will do one. In your case, Steph will do one, Steph will do one, Steph will do another one. And we're only talking about stories. Do
I
not
was about to say, wait a
not
minute now.
friggin'
Wait a minute.
His
Oh,
Line 'em up.
Oh,
When
Jimbo over here, his eyes start smiling.
His eyebrow
Listen,
went up, and I'm like,
listen.
well, I'm not gonna look at him.
Let's be very clear here. No matter how many she'll do, she still won't do you.
There is a
my
God.
No.
There is a- let's
Stephanie-
talk religion.
Listen.
Thank you, Jesus.
Stephanie may have low expectations in life, but she may have some kind of standards.
And Danny Lynn Burkhead is
Thanks, Stephanie. That sounded
Burgundy Burkhead.
Right
well,
there.
I was gonna say Burkhart, but it's not Burkhart, it's Burkhead. Is 8 years old
Wow.
now.
Now she's worth billions, right? Doesn't say.
I'm
Is there a reason you're trying to purr like a cat over the microphone? Because you still ain't gonna sound sexy, no matter how much you try that.
oh no, I wasn't
I
trying to
think
purr.
cats
She
are
is a little
sexy.
cutie.
Meow. I can do a good cat impression. Meow. Meow.
Meow, meow.
Maybe my tolerance is just not there today because I'm looking at y'all like y'all are all idiots today. Did y'all forget to drink the Kool-Aid this morning or something?
He's just talking about you two, though, not me.
Yeah, because you're typically not that guy,
Right.
but today
But today I
we'll
am.
make an exception.
Hey, this is the first
He's got
Freaky
a bad
Friday that
influence on me.
he's been on in a year.
I was so waiting for you to say in a long time, Stephanie, because he comes like a week a year. And how about how stupid Stephanie was this morning? Stephanie goes, "What's up with Buddha?" And I went, "What?" She's like, "He hasn't been around since
Forever.
Like a
Since
week.
last Friday." And she's just like, well, I
Never
wasn't here.
mind.
Well, Buddha was. I'm like, Buddha only
There you
comes
go.
here on Fridays. She's like, but okay. Glad you could play along, Steph. You know, we don't try to pick on you, but you make it just so damn easy.
You know, sometimes you can almost inadvertently pick on her.
Well, hell, sometimes she's like Horseshack. It's like, ooh. Today I needed to be picked on.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I was telling something to Jacob a little while ago, and you repeated everything I said to Jacob like Jacob had never heard it before.
I thought there was an echo in here.
No, that was just between her ears.
Hello.
Well, they're talking about kind of going into celebrities there. Do y'all like Rihanna?
I have moments.
Moments, okay.
I'm not going to say bad moments because she's not a bad person, you know?
Hopefully.
Just some of her songs.
So,
are.
I mean, as far as I know.
Right.
Yeah.
She's not like the douche nugget that you see a lot of them are.
Right.
Well, you know what would be cool is if they could just do their entertainment portion and not get involved in politics and all that other
Really? Because that's kind of like me. Maybe I should just stick to this and not get into my politics. I mean, unfortunately, though, we all get sucked into it.
I know, but yours is you're performing a public service announcement or that category in a local government. I mean, you're a voice.
Right.
That's different. When Rihanna,
And she's not.
A voice to piss people
well,
off.
No, I'm talking about. Well, yeah, he does sometimes.
She just needs to.
But, I mean,
she just needs to stand there and look good. That's all Rihanna needs to do.
there
Just
we
stand
go.
there and
Yeah.
look good.
And I mean, her songs are, she's
Yeah.
got talent.
Yeah.
Whoever's writing them is a little whack, but
Well, in today's world, you got to be different. You got to stand out.
isn't that
Hello,
weird?
look at you.
Not only do you have to be
The guy that stands out who also tries to look blending in next to the telephone pole in the park or the bush in the park or behind the tree in the park.
I don't know why you're saying in the park
With the
though, 'cause you
binoculars.
know I'm not allowed to go to the park.
That's the point.
So we have a Gary Stafford is listening. Supposed to give him a shout out. Real
Yeah,
quick.
man. And you just did.
I did. Right on.
Where's Gary from?
He's from right here in the Covington Conyers area.
Oh, okay, cool. Bonus round.
Said he wouldn't care. So
I don't blame him.
He wouldn't care that you gave him a shout out.
no, you wouldn't care.
Oh no, I wouldn't care.
Does he know Rihanna?
No, but he may know a Brianna.
Oh. Hey Jeff, bad news, brother.
Well, I didn't actually say Bree. There could be several Briannas.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
So go back to Rihanna.
Well, I was just saying, isn't it funny how, I mean, like yesterday with the guys from Slow Boat to China, okay?
Right.
Those guys, I can honestly say that those guys are never going to become political. They're never going to, talk about who they're going to vote for.
Well, we all probably say that we're not, and then we all end up.
But man, those guys just seem so cool and down to earth and interested in one thing, and that's their music. And, I was really amazed that both of them that were here were talking about playing instruments ever since they were like 6.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
classical and all that.
damn, that's a lot. You know what they say, 10,000 hours.
Right.
There's a saying in Japanese basically about if you do something for 10,000 hours, then you are considered to be an expert in it. So if these
Wow.
yeah.
You're a masturbator.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Wow.
a master.
Master
at
Jigger.
it. He's a master. He's got his degrees.
Jigger?
I have no
Okay.
idea.
All right. I
It's a
followed
fishing
where you were
term.
going.
Mike,
Yeah, it's a
I
fishing
need you to think
term.
about this. You looked at me
Yeah.
in the state of confusion, so you already knew if it came out of her mouth, it was useless.
I knew where you were going.
She is here for entertainment value only.
Let me
Listen,
entertain.
Sometimes we watch National Geographic just to see how in the hell the lion lives in the desert, right? Like,
what
Yeah.
co-hosts go
Yeah.
wild.
I mean, we just like to see how Mother Nature will play pranks on you when they invented the platypus, the weird, horny toad, some speckled caterpillar that turns into some weird moth.
The anteater.
We got the moth lady
Yeah.
sitting here. I mean,
What'd
it's
you call
very
The
weird.
anteater.
The anteater, man. The anteater's cool.
The
Yeah, but they're funny
porcupine.
looking. They got a long weird name.
The hedgehog.
I mean, you look at all these weird creatures and wonder why, and then Steph walks up and you go, "Well, God's got a sense of humor."
Yes, he does. Hey, I
Amen.
got a question since we're talking about this. How come it's an avocado when you go to buy it in the store, but if you take the seed out of it and scoop it out, it's guacamole?
I got you.
That's a good question.
Understand.
I don't-
understand.
what
It's
do
the same
But it's
crap.
good.
I know.
Who in
It
the
doesn't
hell
taste
thinks
like
I
anything.
can't stand guacamole?
It's
I
really-
can't stand it.
It's
I
awesome.
can't stand it.
It's
An
mushy
avocado
good.
is something you throw at people speeding past my house.
And swear the pit did it.
Here, take that.
Oh, so let's go to Chumley alert. Let's see what's up.
Yes,
with
somebody had posted. My wife posted something else because they showed him in his house.
It was
with a Bengal tiger, and
Yeah.
apparently that's what got the people in there. So, do you actually have this information pulled up?
well, yeah. I mean,
Yes,
he was
you
arrested
have
for
it pulled up.
guns. He was yes, sir.
Okay.
He was arrested for guns and drugs. Okay, but they are also investigating like sexual assault.
Okay, what led them to the house? And what does the Bengal tiger have to do with any of this? I'm not being smart at it. I'm asking.
Yeah,
now there's a picture floating around of him with the Bengal tiger with a news report under it where they're saying this is what caused all this or something. So I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, I don't know anything about a Bengal tiger.
Okay.
What I'm reading, I don't have anything about a Bengal tiger.
So what
But-
was the guns he was caught with though? If he was arrested with them?
Well, apparently, homie's got a
we got a
record. Homie got a record.
Oh, so he's not
record
supposed to have.
Yeah, when you have a felony, you can't.
own
Yeah.
firearms.
Okay.
You can't have drugs.
Okay,
duh.
now-
Not
Well, I
legally.
knew the drugs. Duh.
Well, Now,
Well, I'm just trying to dumb it down for you.
You can
I
have a gun.
have a question.
But
and
I
it's-
just
being that I used to be a pawnbroker, when you have a felony, you can't get a pawnbroker's license in Georgia. Now I don't
Right.
know about Las Vegas, but
well,
in Georgia,
it is Sin City.
But
Yeah,
and
so-
if you have a felony,
Money
aren't you
talks.
not supposed to be around guns? Period.
No, well, yeah,
You can have black
sorta.
powder.
Here's the difference, though. The guns that he's around are well.
Antique and
I was going
relics.
to say it depends on how you word this.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the guns at the business, they're all over 100-something years old. They don't have to be registered. They're considered
Right.
antique and relic.
yeah, so not considered firearms per se.
Huh.
But then when it comes to like that, Glock in his living room, that's a little different. You're not supposed to own that.
And I think you know what I think. Las
Anybody in
Vegas
Georgia,
PD
if you've ever been convicted, by the way, of a sexual assault or domestic violence, you do not get a firearm.
yeah,
If
you
you've
should- you
ever
should not
been
be carrying
involved
That's a
with a
good idea.
domestic violence charge, if you've ever been charged with domestic violence, then you cannot have a pistola. I'm just throwing that out there to you right now. Right now.
right now. So I don't know. It's Las Vegas, so I'm definitely not.
Yeah, you would have to research
Yeah,
the rules.
That could be really stupid.
I
oh,
was
man.
hoping to find like a real news report on what's going on.
Well,
but
that's
I
what I'm
can't-
doing right now.
Okay.
I'm searching real news, not just the
The
celebrity. stuff.
celebrity crap, right?
Basically, everything is saying that he was arrested for weapons and drugs, and I guess the drugs. Does anybody see any big time drugs? Because
Yes, he was.
all I see is really pot.
He was. No, they found a vault that held
A
seven.
vault, isn't that something?
That held 7 capsules of methamphetamine and 17 Xanax bars.
Oh well, come on, that's a night out.
I'm looking at this girl and I'm like, she's only with
Yeah.
him for the money.
Oh,
There is no way that this chick is dating Chumley because he has a great personality.
Look at how much weight he lost, though. He's
Yeah, he's lost some weight. I mean, don't get me wrong.
methamphetamine.
Yeah, but that girl right there ain't dating him because he's got a lovely personality.
And if you notice in all the pictures, whenever he leans towards her, she's leaning away or
Yeah,
has her
you
face
still
turned away.
well, watch her. Look at her hips and her
Yep.
chest.
Everything's turned away.
She's
look at that
leaned
face.
back. Every one of them.
Turned away from
Yep.
him. She's in it for the she's a gold digger, baby.
I just hate it. I hate it for the guy because he had so much going for him, and he let his I try to censor it, his dumminess, his chumminess,
Chumminess.
his
yeah.
chumminess,
There you go.
his chumliness cause him to get carried away. He probably, we just think about it for a second. He went from being the overweight guy who was probably always the nerd
or
to now
bullied.
look,
Yeah, bullied and
In reality, if you think about it, on this show on Pawn Stars, he's the redneck Steph.
Yes,
Yes,
you're the poor Chumley.
you're Chumley.
I mean, you're just the broke poor Chumley is what I mean. Not poor Chumley, but the broke.
I mean, you
The
got the
broke
same. You got the same.
Oh, don't
beard.
go there. Don't go there.
No, we
Are you
don't.
trying to say
I
you're the old man?
shaved.
Because I mean,
I'm the old
you
man.
know.
Yeah, I'm the old grumpy guy sitting over there asleep.
Yeah,
Is
that
he a
would be about
pervert
right.
too?
Probably.
Oh, I'm
if,
sure.
if he
Look
was
at
ever
it.
awake to talk, we might know.
Well, then no, he's definitely not the old man because he never shuts up.
Never shut up, never sleep. I think the old man just fakes it anyways.
That's what every one of them girls do with you. So, how's it going at Turn and Burn, dude?
Oh my god!
Turn and burn is what happens with his girlfriends. They turn and they burn them. Okay, anyways, Turn and Burn.
What a great selection of
Let's hear it.
cars, and you know what they do in the back is just amazing when they get a car in.
So you've seen it firsthand now. That's why I wanted you to see
it
it.
was freaking amazing.
So we've been bragging about how they, you know, at any given moment, there's 6 to 7 cars that's new to them, and they strip all the seats, all the carpet out.
It's amazing.
They
man.
clean the entire metal part of the floorboard.
Yeah,
They clean
the frame,
entirely
man,
all
inside.
the seats, the carpet. You know, they try to get every freaking stain out of the carpet they can. When you touch that carpet, don't matter what year it is, it feels brand new again.
Yeah, it's really amazing that they do all that
Because you don't realize when you spill, these kids spill a drink and it goes down under your seat, it goes in the mat and it stays. There's no hole in your floorboard for that soda to drain out of.
And of course, that causes other problems, like bugs,
Rust, everything, smell.
Yeah, everything.
So we were showing under the front seat of it was either the Ford Explorer or the Mercury's Montana or whatever they call it. Under the front passenger seat, there was a Coke that had spilled, and you could see where it sat so long that it had just turned to gooey syrup.
Yeah,
And it had
really
dirt in it and everything else. I mean, it just sits there and turns.
and
And
it-
think about the metal that's made into your back seat cushions
right.
that just start rusting. Because I showed Crystal that on Monday when we went up there.
If you think about it too, any other car lot that you go to, one, you would all the stuff we're talking about right now
would never happen.
What you wouldn't even know about it.
Well,
either,
they would
you know?
only clean your upholstery. They are probably not taking the seats out and actually,
I know what's wrong.
you know,
with it.
cleaning them with like a pressure washer style cleaner. He's got a hot steamed
a hot seat,
pressure
yeah.
washer that they turn down when they're doing your seats, and they turn up a little bit more when they're doing your floorboards. I mean, it's amazing what they do. When you get in there, other than like, for instance, they showed Jack Carter, which is the owner, and his brother Ben, they showed me a gray carpet where someone had spilt a red soda. Now, there is still a faint hint of red because of the dye. But if you see like what it looked like before they cleaned it, it was just goo. But now you can actually run your hand across the carpet, and even though it has the red dye, the carpet feels brand new. It's amazing. And then here's the thing. They're doing this for every single car.
Yeah.
Every single car. So when you go in there to get a $2,000 car, just know every Cheeto that's ever been in that car is cleaned out. Every soda that might have ever been spilled is cleaned out. I mean,
Right.
they clean it. They 100% inspect this whole car, and they tell you everything that's wrong with it. Like, they're honest with you from the get-go.
Yeah, they're real big with Carfax. You know, they advertise the fact that they
Right.
use Carfax, which is cool. Honesty in sales, so that's awesome. The place is kind of set up more like probably the farthest thing away from a normal.
Yeah.
You know, impersonal open, so that you get either embarrassed or you get pressured into a sale. It's the
Yes.
complete opposite of that.
That's right.
There is a beautiful Malibu inside.
Yeah, man. I keep saying, every time I walk in there, I go stick your head in there,
Yeah.
smell it.
So
Because it smells like 1960.
and like
Half
when you,
drunk, hollow-eyed.
yeah, when you walk in, there's like
It was a long walk to Nashville.
there's like
Would you
a,
like a rat?
a crotch rocket sitting there next to a gumball machine. And right above that is probably around the turn of the century Coca-Cola advertisement medal. you
With
know?
porcelain. I mean, it's cool.
It's,
Right
it's
on.
yeah, so it's
Well, you know what's cool is you buy the car. As soon as you get down the road, if something happens, they 90% of the time will take care of you. I say
Right.
90% because I can't say 100% because you can't quote me. But I know he had spoke about one lady that had a problem. As soon as she pulled out, and he said, "Turn back around, come back here, let's fix that real quick." So they
Right.
are that honest about it. So what I try to
Cool.
tell people is, look, there's your place to buy, and then make sure you hook up with Rob's Performance to take care of all your automotive needs, because you're gonna have to work on cars. That's all there is to it. If you're gonna buy a new car, you go buy the new car that has all them big bad butt warranties. But for us average Joes, us blue collar workers, we have to go buy a car that's a little lesser, because we can't afford much more than that. We have to be able to sustain.
Yeah,
So-
and the difference between
And if you're going to work on it yourself, you get your parts from White Brothers. I've already learned, man. Go to where the people that really know what they're doing,
So if you're getting a used car, a good, clean used car, you want to go to some place that's reputable, some place that is definitely isn't going to be Easy Motors or Asian Express next week.
or I'll get you motors.
Yeah,
Well, hey, how about this? Cool thing is this: we can hook you up with buying a car. If you want to work on it yourself, we can hook you up with a good automotive place to buy your stuff, which is White Brothers.
White Brothers.
If you don't want to work on it yourself, we can hook you up with a very, very reputable who has won customer service awards for the last several years for our town. So you go to Rob's Performance for that. Hey, do you need it to get washed? Because we can send you to the new car wash.
And don't forget, we can send you somewhere to get it insured for that.
Oh yeah, we got it, and we got your insurance people too.
Yeah,
So
and-
literally, you go buy the car, call Karen, call Karen,
Okay.
call Car. I messed up because me and Jacob were
Right.
telling the difference between Karen and Karen, Gravity and
Night and day.
American Family Insurance. So yeah, if you think about it, we got you where you can buy your car, get your insurance, fix your car, take it to car, get fixed, / get your car washed. We
Not
got all
only
your
that,
automotive needs.
but you can go to Gravity.
Under one
No,
roof.
you're not going to Gravity.
Drinking
to
and
get
driving.
drunk.
And then I'm not going to say anything, but we do have signs for re-elect Sheriff Eric Levitt and so, name dropping. It was really funny because I'm over there, when we're over there yesterday, obviously.
Over where?
Turner
Turner
Motors. We were.
I hit a couple of places while I'm asking.
I was on the phone with a family member, and we all kind of running
our
like
guest is
circles.
here. Our guest is over.
All right, you got to go move, which you were supposed to do 3 minutes ago.
Okay.
I want to pick on Stephanie and go, if you knew we were having a guest, why'd you park in the driveway?
Park behind the bus.
Boom, boom,
Done it.
boom.
Is that called a driveway, Stephanie?
I know, but usually
that called-
nobody parks behind the bus.
Were we having a guest today?
The driveway was open though.
Why do you not park where you normally park?
Because I can't in the Blazer because the rocker arm something another is messed up.
Just go move the car.
I'm going.
Jesus Christ, excuse.
So at Turn and Burn Motors,
If Mike's car can pull right there, that Blazer can pull right there.
But Mike's car doesn't have the front end fixing to fall out from under it.
And that's not Mike's fault.
I didn't say it was Mike's
You're not going
fault.
four-wheeling, Goober. All you're doing is pulling little sideways. And trust me, girl, you is sideways. Look how you're walking. Oh, shut up. Please don't tell us anything more than what you're telling us. All right, we got a guest here. Give us a few seconds. Here comes one of her songs, by the way.
Awesome.
She will be in the building in just a second. Stay tuned. We'll be right back for a little radical, weirdo, creepy, strange, unusual, freaky Friday.
yeah, what he said.
Yeah, I walked by the window and I'm like, why is she parked in the driveway? She never parks in the driveway. But then again, there's several things she's done today. I've said why.
Oh, I got brought up.
Huh? What?
I don't know. Are we muted?
No.
No, I don't know how I got brought up, but
With what?
where I park, I did park there.
No, my point was, is
I know.
if your car can park there, the Blazer can
Yeah.
park there.
And right now, I'll pull mine down into the lake if you want me to.
Are you insured for that? You might need to call a card and get your insurance updated. You know how sad is it? Mike's got a car nobody to even steal.
They won't. It was,
He's like, I left the keys in it for 3
Oh
months.
shit! They've been watching him drive
Yeah,
home.
Ben asked me yesterday.
Case
He
the
goes,
place. And
Ben
they're like,
goes,
well, we
hey,
don't
can
want
I
this
take it for a
one.
test drive? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you got the keys? I said, dude, I don't even take the key out of the ignition. He's like, what? I said, dude, seriously. He comes back and he goes, hey, man, look. And I said, look, you're not going to insult me. And he goes, man, look, this car, he gave me prices from all the way across the country. I said, dude, you're not going to insult me. Seriously. And he goes, man, but you know.
What'd he say?
I said,
Yeah.
he said, $300. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Now wait, and he looked at me and said, "Do I have to give you 300?"
No doubt.
But yeah, so he started laughing. But you know, I don't. You know what they're trying to do is they're really trying to get me the payments that I asked for, and I think that's what's creating all the problems and all. So,
Right.
But the bank, I just said, look, I can call the bank and probably just secure the funds that way if y'all want me to do it. So, but they sure are nice folks, you know. You can always tell when the numbers aren't working out, you know, because when the numbers don't work out, everybody starts doing this, Jacob. Everybody starts doing this.
Yeah.
They don't look at the customer. They look at, you know.
Ella, come on. Come on.
Ouch. Yeah, so yeah. So I tried to just like pull the oxygen sensor last night and like clean it, see if that would work.
Yeah.
It didn't. And then, you know, I open up and I get everything ready and all that other stuff. And then the damn spark plug socket that I have is not for that car because it's.
Go figure.
Why do you have to have different spark plug sockets? Why can't now just be the damn same?
Universal.
Freaking stupid, you know?
No doubt.
And then, so I looked all up though. I mean, obviously the parts aren't that much, but I could replace the O2 sensor and then just bring it somewhere and have a tune up done as far as the what's
Hey, how's it going? It's good to meet you.
He's somewhere.
Hey.
Military.
Hey, man.
How are
Jacob.
you?
Nice to meet you.
Mark.
Military Mike.
That's Scotty.
Oh, how's it going? Oh, welcome. Oh, sorry.
I'm guessing you're Jacob.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you trying to say the wheelchair gave it away? Really? In 5 minutes?
Never mistake the Chiefs hat. What is
You see the way she just singles you out?
It's because you're Mexican. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't call it racist. We call it racial profile. I made that joke to my brother. He's a cop. And I said, dude, you think that's a little racist? He said, I don't say that anymore. And I was like, thinking he's like going to give me like a legit answer. And he's like, it's called racial profile. I'm like, I thought you were going to say. He was talking about, yep, if it ever pulls past us with 21-inch wheels or bigger, we stop it. And I'm like, isn't that like illegal? He says, and he's a canine officer. He says, yeah, but every time I walk up with the dog's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. He says, so I don't get in trouble. He's like, every car.
Oh, here's the CD.
We figured out how to play the songs.
Oh, good. You got it. Okay.
Right on.
Bella just ran right into my friggin' shin. You don't think about how that friggin' dog's head so hard. Did y'all hear the big boom?
Mm-hmm.
She went between that big metal rack I used to have in here and my shin. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dog, what was you thinking?
She was trying to take you out.
Yeah,
That's
man, my
the-
whole left leg's numb. I mean, she nailed it. You would have think I hit a trailer hitch.
That's the
Okay, I did that 2 weeks ago, and that and the
It's
shin.
not funny.
Oh yeah, that'll get you, man. Golly.
yeah, and Bella is his Pressa.
Yeah, Pressa Canaria. It's basically
is.
American Bulldog and Mastiff. She's 100
She's
pounds.
She's
of Canary.
huge and solid.
Solid is the word for it. So solid, like I said, I feel like I literally just bumped the trailer hitch. And I used to have this really big computer rack here, and I don't need it anymore since we went digital. And unfortunately, it's right when you open the door. But the cool thing is when you open the door, it's right there, so it's not in your way. Problem is when I put her in her crate, you walk through that door and around to the next door. Well, when she went running in there, I didn't know the next door was closed. So she turns around to come back, and I'm already walking, and it's like,
And who's the redneck?
wake up. Really?
At least I know how to get my
Really?
dogs in the kennel.
Look, dum-dum, you got 2 in 1 kennel.
It's a big kennel,
Mike,
and they
Mike,
choose.
save me. Yes, they're decent sized dogs in one
It's
crate.
an extra large kennel, and they choose to go in there.
An extra large kennel would be the Great Dane kennel.
Dogs that choose to go into their own kennel.
They do.
Hey, listen. She's classifying her cage as extra large, like Travis says his shirts are extra large. Her husband, I go, Travis, men should not wear shirts where it stops at the top of the bicep. And it stops like an old Dr. Pepper Mountain Dew kind of shirt. And when he does this, it's like peekaboo with his belly button. I'm like, men don't do that.
They do come in
I've
sizes
been married to him
larger
for
than
23 years, and
He-
had to
he's
tell
like
him
this.
that.
It fits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Travis,
Except
no,
for his-
it doesn't.
It still says
His
it
gut
says,
ain't that big yet.
it
Though.
says Memorial Middle School on it right there. Memorial Middle School softball team.
Of 1982. Like Al Bundy. All right, we're going back.
Wait, did we leave?
Oh my God. Well, we were on video, but
We're
not
on video.
Right.
not on.
Does she
You know what I'm
know?
saying.
Does she know that it's video full time?
Yeah, video runs the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, so all of
everything
that
you've been
was
saying-
recorded.
Yeah,
We always
It's
do
okay.
that. We do that after the fact. We try not to tell you before. That way we get that whole spontaneous.
Right. We're gonna
Yeah.
sign the waiver.
Can I get you to shut up long enough to go back?
Go back.
get
and look.
And we're live
Are we back?
again.
We're back.
Are we back?
Are we live?
You know, I always love us bringing artists in on Fridays, but I'm starting to wonder if it's really smart because
Well-
we call Fridays Freaky Friday because we've had a week of this kind of chaos. And when Friday gets here, it's a lot more chaos. And I'm thinking, you know, we bring these artists in and they walk in and it's like stepping on a landmine. They are just like, did I really just walk into
We're-
here?
We're a studio
But-
IED.
But they always call or contact us wanting to come back. So we
far,
must be
yeah.
doing something right.
Yeah, it's
So
Well,
far.
except for Wayland.
Yeah.
Well, usually
Yeah,
you scare them
Mike.
so bad that they run off and they leave something. So they're
Yeah,
like, hey, can I
Mike.
come back? And
Yeah, we
I left my guitar and my brother. you
We
know?
had this really big rock band come in, and Mike just kind of looks over and goes, "So, what kind of drugs do you like doing?" And he's trying to be funny, but these cats are like,
Man.
crack.
Yeah, see what y'all don't know is
This purple guy.
I got them on speed dial now.
Are you their distributor?
No, they're my hookup. That one guy had the long hair. He's kind of cute.
Hey, you need to stop. Speaking of him in a hookup sort of way,
Yeah. Well, yeah, we could
Oh
hook
my
you up, but we need
God.
a trailer hitch.
No.
Shut up.
I hit it a minute ago. So, okay. So, Jacob, would you like to introduce our guest?
Oh, welcome to the show. We're sitting here with Erica Sunshine Lee.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
On that
Thanks
note,
for being crazy enough to be here.
Yeah.
I'll say to you like I did my wife. Of course, hopefully it sounds better.
What?
One day I looked at my
Your
wife
wife
and
comes
said,
first.
Are you hitting
"No,
on her
shut
now?
up.
Damn, and we was worried
Golly.
about Mike.
Here, focus.
Yo.
Focus.
I
Yo,
wasn't
is this
warned about
DJ
you.
blocking?
Yeah.
Is this DJ blocking? Dugan?
No. I looked at my wife one day and somebody said something about how great she is and everything else. And I said, yeah, I just can't figure out why she was dumb enough to marry me. And she goes, did you just call me dumb? I'm like,
Uh-oh.
are you really hung on that word? I just meant I can't figure out. So, you know,
Yeah, we got it.
the question now is going to be to her. It's like, is she's going to leave here and she's going to look at her man and go, hey, what the hell did you drive me here for? Couldn't I went to get like a root canal or something?
So it's just like community service for you? Did you do something wrong? Working
I'm
off
beginning
some
to
hours?
wonder. No, a woman is amazing. That's our biggest talent, is turning any compliment into an insult.
Man,
Yeah.
it was so
No,
funny.
that's not what I was thinking.
Because the next thing that had happened is as we're walking out, she's just like, you called me stupid or dumb or whatever. And I'm like, no,
I would
that's not.
never.
That's not. And she said, and you were saying it to the hot waitress. And I'm like, one, I was addressing everybody
I
at the
didn't notice
table.
she was hot.
Well, and
Right.
secondly, I'm like, she's really not that hot.
Not that hot, but she's still kind of hot.
Well, no, she
in
was
a dirty way.
No. Well, in a very dirty way.
Yeah.
She was really hot like years ago. Now she's just like real slutty hot now.
Hey, can you come on the night show?
Yeah.
I'm liking this. already.
Mike.
Pull that curtain, dude.
Hey, dude, you do notice the guy in the recliner, right?
Yeah, but he's laughing.
He's laughing.
If
He's
he
laughing
likes it.
at you because he's like, this
Hey,
dude is
hey.
stupid enough to try to throw his game while I'm sitting here.
Look, don't make me stand up and drop trout because I'll do it.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Are you really wanting our guest to run and leave that quick?
Was that out loud?
Just got
Yes.
here.
Was that? I have no
Until the
inner
end of the
monologue.
show.
Yeah,
Wait.
end of the show. See,
You suck.
Hey, she wants to sit in the electric chair after the show.
She may not
Right.
want to.
No, don't.
After the shocking she's going to get for being on this show, she
Yeah.
may not want to be in the electric chair.
Generally, we offer therapy. When
I
you
knew I
leave.
should have gotten the picture on the way in, so
Yeah.
that way if I have to run
If
out,
you have
I
to
won't
run
miss
out.
that.
Just remember, it's like the yellow brick road. Just keep following the
Yeah.
sidewalk and get in the car and haul ass.
We have a lot of pictures of guests right here in the corner.
Oh, that's
They're
perfect.
running.
They're on camera.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a-
they thought the song "Lean Back" was playing. It's really just they're leaning because they're in that upward position.
and you thought that drone was there for videography. It's
Yes.
there to catch
Gonna-
you as you're leaving.
All right, let's go to Jacob. Let's go for it, dude.
What's going on? What do you mean?
I'm throwing it to you. You invited her. See, Jacob is learning.
I'm
Jacob,
learning.
Jacob has been our
Put me on the spot and I'm freezing up now.
Jacob's been kind of our entertainment guy from Oklahoma, and he's been
Happens
getting us
to a
all
lot of
these
guys
really
under
good.
pressure. Don't worry.
Yeah, but he usually has a blue pill for that. So
Oh,
he's been our kind of entertainer guy, getting us all these great interviews and stuff. Well, now I'm sending
yeah,
him
but
home
that's all
with
I had to do though.
that's all he used to do.
Right.
Yeah.
He used to do. So now he comes out. He came out last year and hung out with us for a week. This
Dang,
year
you
he came out for
of
a
the
week.
closet?
Come on now.
Gay
You
handicap.
Does
two
it look like a gay wheelchair to you?
Are you profiling?
Here we go again.
Yes, it's called racial profiling.
Did you just say a gay wheelchair?
I'm going to focus on what we were talking about.
It's got
So,
like 3 wheels.
so this time,
I do have plenty of great friends, so if you're watching, don't be offended. I know how people get.
that's right. Don't get your panties in a wad. So this time, we're sending him home with a computer, mixing board, microphone, everything. He's going to be running our Thursday night show. So since he's been here, it's like crash course.
Mhm.
You're doing the interview. And then last night we're like, you're doing a show. And he's like, what do you mean I'm doing a show? So we turned the camera on. He's sat in the hot seat. And we're like, there you go.
All right,
It's like
bring it.
ripping off a band-aid.
What do you want to know?
I told him, I
Close and personal.
was like, how did you learn to swim? Did they throw you in the deep end? He goes, yeah. I said, here you go. Speaking of wrong, I couldn't get you to shut up.
Shut up.
Okay. On with your
Man.
interview, sir.
Man.
He's like, you keep putting me on the spot.
So, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Is this your new CD? The newest CD? Or?
That is. It's my 6th album. It's Southern Amendment.
Right on. There's 5 songs on it.
Mhm.
Right on.
So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump in because you're going slow this morning.
Yeah, that's
I
me.
keep throwing him on the deep end. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're just a little faster on the morning shows than the night shows. He's gonna hate me by
Coffee.
the time it's over. Yeah, so lots of coffee. So how long you been doing this? What got you into this? Who inspired you?
Well,
Your spiel.
the first heartbreak I had inspired me to start writing sad country songs. So I was selling cars in California. I was born and raised in Elberton, Georgia, singing in the church and breaking into every karaoke bar underage in California when I moved out there. So then after the heartbreak, I got a guitar and learned 3 chords and started playing songs. But I've been doing this full time for 8 years, touring. I quit my day job selling cars and went on the road and moved back to Nashville and Georgia and kind of all over the Southeast. But been on the road, just nonstop gypsy life all over the U.S.
It's
and
good
Right on.
though.
Europe and
hotels living.
Australia. Oh, you gotta love it. It gives me a lot of inspiration for new songs. But yeah, since then I've just been writing, recording, and touring all over the place.
That's cool. And Elberton, like I did when I first started doing electrical work in early 90s. Like that was my drive every day from city of Stone Mountain to Elberton every single day.
Bless your heart.
Oh man. Yeah.
The granite capital
That's
of the
what I was
world.
gonna say. The granite capital. On the way in, you keep passing all these big mills with these big saws and just huge slabs of granite. And then when you pulled into the town, I don't know how it is now, but coming in from Athens
Probably the
direction,
same, just more.
when you pull in, there's like this building, and it's like so and so hardware, and then there's like 6 or 7 feet of grass and the sidewalk, and there's headstones everywhere.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like,
That's depressing.
is there a tumbleweed fixing to come through here? Like, I just pulled into town and there's 6 headstones.
That's
No
a song,
name.
isn't
Lucky
it?
number 7 if you stay long
That's
enough.
right.
That's a good name for a song.
And the
right
coolest
there.
thing to eat then was like a Dairy Queen. We redid the
Well,
elementary school, so
there
that
ain't
was where we
nothing
were with
better
Dairy
than
Queen.
Richards or I don't know. Dairy
I don't even know what it
Queen's
was.
Still good.
You know,
I mean, we still go to the parking lot. I mean, every now and then you got to
That's
get a
cool.
blizzard. But
Oh, yeah.
back then,
Hold
it
on.
was usually hanging out in the parking lot.
yes, yeah, it was cool because we were redoing this elementary school. It's really funny. You go into this town, it's a little bit of elementary school, right? And then you're in this town that's really tiny to begin with, and they're like, "We need an add-on," and I'm thinking, "What did you get? Like 3 more kids?" Like you know, our add-on was the same size as the regular school, so
Yeah,
I'm
there's
like,
only one high school and middle school for the whole county.
"Wow!" So
So-
then that would
Wow.
make sense.
Yeah, it's still A lot of people, a lot
Man.
of rednecks out there,
Oh yeah. Well,
including
Steph,
me. Not
That's what
anymore.
I hear.
What are you saying? Do I have to move there?
oh hell no. They don't even want your kind there.
You're the mayor.
They say, look, we've met our redneck quota.
There's quotas.
You know, well, she counts as a 2 for 1. You know, I'm not talking about your
Hey!
size. I'm talking about your
No, he-
stuff.
My redneckedness?
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but
what he
she
meant.
counts extra large as different from what we consider.
That's right.
No, that's my husband.
Oh, okay.
That's my husband.
Yeah. Her and her husband carry this thing called a Covington ruler where they go, that's 12. And I'm like, I swear that is, you need to get a real measuring tape.
Covington ruler.
And I don't even live in Covington. I live in
Well,
Conyers.
Well,
There
yeah,
is
because
a
they
big
kicked you out.
Big difference
They
there.
kicked her out. No, she was in Porterdale. And they said, we just can't have you. no
It
more."
was West Porterdale, and
I
we chose to leave there.
So who are some of the people that you played for or with along
I've
the way?
opened for David Allen Coe, Brett Eldridge, David Nail, and July 2nd. This is top secret. I've not announced it yet, but I'm going to be opening for Randy Hauser at Summerfest up in Milwaukee.
Oh,
wow.
cool.
Right on.
So
Very
you're
excited.
definitely,
Here we go.
you're getting around. And I didn't want him to go, really?
Definitely get around.
Well, you know, I joke and I say hotel life because there was a minute, you know, when I was going from bar to bar to bar work, and it was a whole lot easier if I knew I was it took an hour to get where I had to go. And if it was traffic on Friday, it could be an hour and 45 to 2 hours.
Right.
So it's like, man, instead of getting off work at 3 o'clock in the morning and trying to drive home,
Mhm.
I'm just going to get a hotel.
Yeah.
So I got to the point where it's like, if I knew I was going to be somewhere for the whole weekend, if I had to go to Macon to work for the weekend, it's like, I'm not driving
Back
to and
forth.
from. I'll just
Yeah,
get a hotel.
exactly.
Right.
And you know, you joke about the whole people of Walmart. Well, there's a whole world of people of hotels. I mean, if
There
you
are.
think about
Yes,
it.
there
Yes,
is.
there.
I mean, there's nothing better than I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm thinking, God, why is this dude making all this noise? And I open the curtain and it's like a dude in his tidy whities walking out to his car to get his clothes. And you're thinking, does he not really consider that like weird? It's 6 a.m. and he's standing there in nothing but his underwear.
But he
and
knows he'll
flip-flops.
never see you again.
Yeah,
so
he
it's not
doesn't
worth
care.
it.
He doesn't care.
It's not
And
like
have
he's
you
on
ever
camera.
noticed that when you first start doing this, you know, you start staying in decent, I mean, nice hotels.
Then your standards drop to
Yes.
everything else.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, have you written some songs based on some of the things you've seen? Oh, there's a smile.
Yeah,
What's
and
that-
the
what's
look
that
back.
mean?
Never.
Look back. Because if
Spill
I
it.
did it, if I was a country and western star, and from my experiences in
Gotta be
hotel
country
bars,
singing. You can tell you're
well-
in your 50s to say
Country
country
and
western.
western.
I'm 51. I'm okay with how old I am.
He still knows who Porter
Here's-
Wagner is. He's got a
he's-
couple of those shirts.
Hell yeah,
I know
yeah.
who Porter Wagner
Yeah, Porter
is.
Wagner.
We love
Jam.
Porter.
Conway
God.
Twitty, brother. He's
But
played
most of these
Broadcaster.
listeners have no clue.
I
who
know. They're
Porter
like,
Wagner
who
is.
is that?
I
Google
seen
it.
him live at the Grand Ole
They're like,
Opry.
Little Red Wagon, what?
Yeah, man. Come on. Draw the line.
All right, go back to your clothes, sir.
Well, no, I was going to say if I was going to have to write songs about my experiences in hotels when I was doing the whole security thing all over the place, I would have to write a song about it's 2 a.m. and she's the only one left in the bar and she's a midget.
For some reason, I'm
So
hearing
wrong.
Lady Alabama. Lady Alabama. It's 2 a.m. and then all of a sudden he goes midget, and I'm going somewhere
No
over the
shit.
rainbow. I mean,
You know, a midget, you're not going to hook up with a midget at like 11 because there's still other chicks.
you
in
got
the
to
bar.
drink her sober. I mean,
Yeah.
drink her taller.
Yeah, you still.
So,
you know,
anyways, back to the reality of
There
the
may or
guest.
may not be songs about hotels and motels. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
But
it just seems like it could come
Well,
up with some cool.
I was sitting in a motel room. I'll tell you, we were playing in Elko, Nevada about 2 months ago.
You notice everything. I'm not trying to pick on you, but she's naming like some really cool places. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not pigeonholed to be just here. That's what I'm
right,
getting
but
at.
she's not talking about midgets.
Shut up, Mike. Next, please.
Well,
I'm
most
sorry.
guys are compared to me. I'm like 5'10", but no offense. But anyway,
She means nothing to you, Shody.
no, shout is swing my way. But I was sitting in the motel room. I got back and it was like 3 a.m. and my buddy had just delivered us some moonshine, and he's a big
Oh, yeah.
fan. I love Moonshine Charlie, and I was really sick, and all the smoke makes me so sick. Anyway, so I got back to the hotel room and it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, pills and booze.
Yeah.
And so I wrote that song at 3 a.m. and
That's
some
right.
of the best songs are inspired by being on the road. You know, I would have
Yes.
never written that had I
Absolutely.
not been in Elko, Nevada.
Oh
So
yeah.
now it's their theme song. Everybody's requested pills and booze.
Oh God, yeah. It's a good thing. I used to write poems and help write songs, and it's a good thing when I was DJing in these clubs because I would have been writing. Well, 5-hour energy shots, Red Line, and Red Stag by Jim Beam. Because I would get so jacked up by 11 o'clock because I know I'm not stopping till 3, 4 in the morning.
Right.
So I'd be so jacked up on either Red Line, and I was trying to, kind of like when your baby's sick, you're supposed to go Tylenol Motrin or ibuprofen Motrin. So I was like, one night it's Red Line, one night it's 5 hour, and every night consisted of Jim Beam's Red Stag. And by the time you get to the hotel at 4 a.m. and you're blinking, but you're still seeing all the lights in the room, and you're like, dude, I've got to go to sleep. I got to be up in 4 hours. So it's like 2 more shots and 8 ibuprofens, man. God,
Red Staggering is what they should call it.
man. Yeah, there you go. You can always do that, Red Stagger. Because let me tell you, there was a couple of times like that. Thank God when I pulled out of the bar, I only had to go down to one red light and hit the main road for about 30 seconds. If the red light was green, of course, turn left, and I'm pulling right into the hotel.
Oh,
How many times have you ever been drunk driving and fall asleep at a red light?
Never.
Is it really?
Nobody drunk.
I'm on a
drives.
microphone.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit that.
I did it last night.
We encourage you to drink responsibly.
Yes.
Well, one of your
And do not
songs,
drive.
Have a designated driver.
one of your songs, because
And in Mike's case, it'd be a pitch hitter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I did, but he got drunk too.
I was looking at the videos yesterday, and one that stuck out to me in particular was I left Georgia for this.
Yeah.
That I thought that was really, really that was
Back
a
in
cute
California.
song.
That's a little tongue in cheek. I love it, but it's expensive out there. It was quite a culture shock moving to San Francisco after growing up in Elberton, Georgia.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
I
hear about
bet.
that because
Well.
that sounds like wow.
Well, my sister was a flight attendant, so I went out there to visit her and I stayed 10 years.
Oh, my God.
It was amazing, but it was a little different. But I love being out there. It's a fun song I wrote with Joe Denham. He also wrote I Pray For You. I pray your brakes go out.
I
And
love that
yeah.
song.
Yeah, dedicate
Everybody
that to
does.
her all the time. I don't have to dedicate it to him anymore because all that stuff's already happened.
Aw, but it's true. I mean, he's a great songwriter. He's a lot of fun. He's a total mess. So when we got together, we wrote that song. I was telling him, I'm just not that girl that goes and sits there and wants to order a salad. Like I miss fried chicken. I miss
Yeah.
and
I can see you doing that, and people go, "What did she say she wants?" Like the people at the next table, "What did she do?"
it was like that. My friends would be like, "Order. I'd like it. I see it. I eat salad," and I'd get a rack of ribs, please.
Yeah.
And they would look at me like, "Are you kidding me? Like, who are you gonna share that with?" I was like, "Nobody."
That's right.
And I'm used to eating. Like, this is
Right.
my favorite thing of the day is eating.
Right.
And so I just got a lot of different looks. But now I've tried to curb a healthier lifestyle, but I still, like last night, I had to get my fried chicken home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking about cold chicken out of the refrigerator last
I'm about to
night.
say there ain't no other chicken left, man.
Yeah, see, I got some cold pizza out, and I was looking at my mother-in-law, and we was kind of like, "Hey," I said, "Ain't nothing better than cold pizza." She goes, "Cold chicken is." Okay.
Well,
You trumped me on that one.
Now, when you went out there, did you
Cold
ever
play.
do the cardinal sin? Did you ever order sweet tea?
well, I didn't.
Yeah,
I made my
let's hear that.
own.
You
Okay.
made
It's
So
just so
I
funny,
knew
those
I
people.
knew they didn't have it. So
Yeah.
but the best part was when I got a new roommate off of Craigslist. She moved in and I said, "Help yourself to anything in the fridge. I gotta go, but I'll be back." So she said, I got in there and I poured a big glass of tea and I drank it and I went, "Oh God, what is she's from Georgia. It's sweet tea."
Oh,
There
that's
you
good. That's
So it was
good.
funny.
So you can get a roommate off of Craigslist?
Oh yeah. I'm
Bonus
sure
round.
you tried
Mike.
to find other things on there, huh?
You have shopped everything off of Craigslist. Don't
No,
even act
I've
like
had
it.
tons of roommates
Right.
off Craigslist, and I mean, honestly, I've had a great experience with it. Only had one person that was subpar, but everybody else I've found on there was really good. But I thought you were going to say a while ago when you were looking at my video, after we were talking about drinking and driving, is drinking and driving me crazy.
I saw that one too.
That's
though.
about my ex in California drinking too much. So it was funny. The first day I remember videoing his face. I had my roommate, speaking of, videoing around the corner of his face. I said, "Hey, let me play you a new song I wrote about you." And he's like, "All right." He's all jazzed. And when I started playing it, his smile just started slowly fading.
That's awesome.
Great. So we
Yeah, because
had
I'm sitting here visualizing now. It's like how, and this is just in my mind because I don't really travel a whole lot. I find no reason if every one of these cats are trying to move to Georgia, that means there's no reason to go where they're from because they hate it too. So in my mind, I'm thinking this trying to date somebody over there in Cali. How in the hell does that work?
Well, clearly it didn't.
I see it clearly didn't.
But I got a couple
But apparently-
albums about it.
Well, you apparently put in some effort, which makes no sense either because that
Remember,
whole what do they call
poly-
it now?
the poly
No, not the
relationship.
poly crap. Stay out of that. what is the metrosexual guy? Like when I
Oh,
walk
yeah,
up to
yeah,
these
yeah.
cats, I look at these girls, and the two things that drive me the most crazy in the world is how a woman dates somebody with his drawers hanging out of his pants and his belt under his butt cheek. I don't get that. And how do you date a guy that spends more time trying to look pretty than you do? I don't get
I
it.
don't. But
I don't get
here's
it.
my rule.
Well,
If your
clearly
jeans
you
are
don't.
tight,
He looks like a real guy.
exactly, he's a man. If your jeans are tighter than mine, we're not gonna date.
That's
my
right.
number one rule.
That's right.
So
We
no fat
actually-
guys, right?
I just cut. Look,
Well, she
Hey,
You gotta look at
she
it
didn't
different. I
say-
look at things differently.
Dude, she didn't define a biscuit can pop.
Okay. Where's that?
exactly. But I do have a song called Chunky Dunk. So clearly,
Ooh,
I ain't the
there you
skinniest
go.
girl in
Give me
the
some
Finally,
air fire.
I've waited forever to hear if somebody ever make a song
Are
about
you
Chunky Duncan.
serious?
I've jokingly said that. Why has
Yes.
nobody made a song about
Have
Chunky
you
Duncan?
heard it yet?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god.
I've been so busy. I was just saying this morning, it's like, I don't want to say I've lost the feeling for this, but it's gone from just DJing to now I'm running this. So my
Yeah.
mind's constantly working. And the guru here hits me up and goes, okay, we got another song in the Outlook. You need to go download it. You need to listen to it. And I'm like, you listen to it. Tell me how good it is. I got to get back to what I'm doing. So because you're trying to build something, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool. Don't get me wrong. But I've waited forever because it's like there's so many slang things that we have that these northern idiots have no clue about, and I'm all for
In
it.
a loving way.
Let's
Right.
let's give them some experience.
That's
you
what
know?
I say. So it says, I don't know a country boy that don't like some curves, a little cushion for the pushing ain't never heard. We can go out to the lake once we all get drunk. If you can't skinny dip, chunky dunk.
There you go.
That's
Man.
awesome.
Beautiful.
We had one guy
That's
named Rowdy that
awesome.
sent us a song
Relate.
called Double Wide. And he's
Oh.
talking about he loves all
Rowdy
his girls
Johnson.
double wide. And it's a
Right.
friggin' awesome song. And at the time I had look, we're all overweight. And this girl hit me up and talking about you're busting on fat people. I'm like, I'm clearly 50 pounds
I'm laughing
overweight.
with us. You're like, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing with
Yeah.
him.
This dude's not making fun of it. He actually says, I like thick girls. He
Yeah,
said,
I
I
mean,
wrote
too.
the song because I like that. And I'm
Women.
just like, cool, dude. I'm glad you're representing.
Exactly.
We're all human.
So
Women
this-
across the board are beautiful.
Now,
That's
don't
all
wear
I'm saying.
spandex you can see through. I mean, if you're at the gym
Our
with no
yoga
underwear
pants.
What's Ron White say? If you've seen one naked, you want
You'll
to see
see
them
'em
all.
all. That's it.
I was a
And,
floor
and believe
manager
me, I
for a
saw a
strip
bunch
joint.
of them at the gym.
I was a
Yes,
floor
we
manager over at
did.
the Oasis for about almost 6 years. So
Oh, wow.
it's you do get desensitized to
A
it.
little bit.
Yeah, that's why I've been hitting up on wheels over
Yeah,
here.
we'll quit
In
it.
Craigslist.
That's awesome.
Oh, and Grinder too.
I know that
That
on
would be called
Christian Mingle.
trolling.
On Christian Mingle, you can't put dollar amounts. I'm just telling you right now, they'll ban you. You can't do that.
Wait a minute.
So wrong.
So here's my question for you, Mike. And I know we should
Yes.
stay on the guest, but
Oh,
I
we're
just
having
have to
fun.
ask you. You're bringing up Christian Mingle.
Yes.
I know that's not the site you've been on.
No, not recently.
No, because you've been on CatholicPriest.com.
Right.
Oh.
I like the hats.
But because I know that you want milk and cookies afterwards.
Absolutely.
Oh, so wrong.
Some people like cuddling.
Cigarettes.
Some people like
It's a little
cuddling.
far.
I like food.
I kept asking, is that ringworm on your arm? He's like, no, the priest stuck me with another cigarette.
Oh my god, that went bad, and you're not supposed to tell anybody.
Oh, we've not had one Catholic guy ever call us to complain.
I wonder why.
Maybe because they're not
They're not listening.
or they're in jail.
I did have a Catholic one time say,
Whoa.
I'm offended by what you said. And I went, so cat's out the bag. They know about the priest?
Yeah.
She doesn't have that problem. Now, her brother, on the other hand, has that problem.
Woo.
Come on, Mike. You knew that was a good one.
I'm afraid I'm gonna get muted. So I'm behaving.
Yeah, you're
That
talking
ain't-
there's
about
a
Christian
first.
Mingle.
And it's not gonna last.
Awkward moment.
Well, no,
So-
I'm in a poly relationship, so I was gonna say something.
Just because you're having sex with a parrot don't mean you need to tell us.
And-
I was just
Oh
in Key
my
West all week, so there's
See?
nothing that can shock me.
Oh my God. Mike walked up to a guy the other day that had all this weird color hair, and he's like, dude, I got drunk and had sex with a parrot. Are you my kid? I'm like, dude, you need to chill. Leave these kids alone, especially at the park. You're not even supposed to be there.
You know what I like to say
God.
though? I like to say is, I like.
Don't do it. He can't
Here
even
we
do
go.
it.
Here we
So
go.
look, you
Here
brought
we
a
get
guitar, so
stupid.
I guess you're going to sing a couple of
Sure.
good songs. So
Right on.
let's shoot off to a commercial, everybody, and we're going to get her set up, at least sing a few songs for us, and that way we can shut up and let her do her thing. We'll be right back, everybody.
Take your time.
You were fixing to do that. I saw you attempt.
I like.
but you couldn't
I
pull
like-
it off.
I thought you
started
were gonna
laughing.
sing "I like big butts" and I can't.
Don't think he won't.
Oh,
It's my buddy's guitar. I left mine in Key West. So I'm going to go ahead and say it might be out of tune. Actually, it's not that bad this morning. How many do y'all want me to play?
As many as you want.
Don't say that. We'll be all day.
We try to give everybody the freedom to. And I mean, I would rather you do it with the good camera instead of that
I don't have.
stuff you got.
The iPad.
I can't.
Woman. What's that?
Right there.
Then I figured we would do Facebook Live and the Periscope.
Yeah, but your phone. So I'd rather than be able to hear it than see it.
Hey now, my phone was
You
the
gonna start singing
best.
too?
It was my phone that got the good song of Savannah.
Is it charged?
It should be. Turn it on to find out.
I'll do it.
She did Valerie.
Huh?
Which she did Valerie, and I
Just for fun.
I didn't bring that cake.
Can I move your purse?
Yes, of course. 1-1.
Hang on a second. I was making sure that song started.
What song do you have set up to play?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, crap. See it? Yeah. What I should have done is just take another cable from her to there, but I didn't have it down. Oh crap! Yeah. You catch that stuff? It's got some weight.
Only
to it,
one
by
I
the
was
way.
thinking was
Don't break it.
but I think I usually don't sing for noon.
I don't blame
You
you.
know, I was gonna say we have so many people call us and say, we typically don't get up at this time.
No,
I understand. We
I
typically
get up. I definitely will get up for, and I've been on radio interviews.
Steph.
It's just
do. I know you're not used to doing all this part of it.
with the cold, with a cold.
Hey, it does have to enter her mouth.
Yeah, I laughed.
I'm trying.
I know it's Friday. I know it's just so hard for you. Go back a little more.
I was just looking at
No.
them and it said the zombie apocalypse just happened. Whatever's to your right is your weapon.
That's
Go
how
to your left,
Bad trouble.
I just
left or right,
I play.
back.
Had a peanut butter and sandwich.
Great.
Play it 'cause I gave teasing. Georgia
Peanut butter and jelly, yeah.
I got a monster.
Yeah, put it on the
How many do you think?
Dasani.
how many ever you want to try to squeeze in? Because what we'll do is let you like play one or two first. If you want to do like two,
Yeah.
and then take a break.
all that
Crazy talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do a song, do like two songs and maybe talk about them,
Okay.
and then we'll
You
come
turn
back
that
and do
can right,
like another one.
All right. Perfect.
Because, the whole thing we try to make sure everybody understands is the
Jagged edge.
personality. Pay more attention to you. And I've learned that just by doing what I do, and we try to explain that because we've had a couple of artists after they leave. We have so many people. And they're awesome, and then they start paying more attention to them because a lot of people think everybody's nose is in the air.
Yeah.
We try to go, not everybody's that.
No,
You gotta know.
but there's definitely a few I've met that
That's
are.
right.
We won't drop any names. Hashtag Cam Country.
like me, I've been quoted because there was this girl that I kept trying to get her to do like some. She kept saying, "Well, I want to work with you. I want to do some of these charities." Well, I hit her up over this big breast cancer thing. She's like, "Well, I only do 2 a year." I'm like, well, then why did you tell me?
Well, there's 2 breasts. I guess just one per.
Well, then what sucks is this other event happens, and then next thing I know, I'm getting a message from people going, "She wants to know why you didn't ask her to do it." I'm like, "Because she said she does 2 a year. Why would I even bother? Why ask for somebody that's going to tell me no?"
Exactly.
For the record, I do more than 2 breasts a year.
And Mike, the taxidermy is.
That'd be weird. Can you have breasts stuffed? Oh, you can at the Olive Garden, the new chicken Marcella. No,
good save. That was such a good save. I was a little nervous.
I know. I saw that look on your face.
Of course. I was a little nervous because you stuffing anything is kind of scary.
Yeah, I didn't have the code. I had 2 of the 4 digits for the code, but I didn't remember the other 2 digits for the code.
Oh, you got one too?
Hey,
yeah,
we got a guest.
I know.
Back to me.
Back to her.
I'll see.
Focus,
you know,
focus,
listen,
focus.
Other than her times in the hotel room, this is all about her.
Well, I'm trying to film her live, man.
That would be called Peeping Tom,
Again?
and you better watch yourself.
Yeah, we need to update.
We could do the whole
Jesus.
scandal thing, and you could sue me. I don't have anything. Half of nothing's nothing. So,
Yeah.
you see
Like Roscoe P. Coltrane
Yeah.
and the boss. I'm gonna give you 50% of 50% of 50% of 50% of 50% of 50%
Check
of
this out.
nothing.
you guys could sue me for my car.
If you can find it.
Why don't you just pay her to haul it off now?
Yeah, really.
I went to trade in my car yesterday. The guy said he goes, Honda, I don't want to embarrass you, or don't want to hurt your feelings or anything. So we talked for a second. Then he goes, dude, and think about $300. And I said, that's cool. Now I looked down and I went, no, wait a minute. Do I have to give you $300?
No doubt.
So yeah, we could do a whole scandal thing, and then you could write songs about it. You see what I'm saying? And then you could say the guy to the right is your weapon, and you have like a handicapped guy next to you, and then we could do
Can we like
Squirrel.
Yeah, well,
Not-
I'm trying to keep it going
Can-
here. While I was waiting on the camera.
Well, no, y'all can keep talking,
Okay,
but
all
you're
right.
just kind of like going off in that weird zone again where I'm picturing you in a ski mask.
Well, look, nobody can.
Don't bring up the past.
Yeah, you know.
I'm more or less bringing up
What
what he's
had
going to do at
happened
noon.
was-
Check this out. They cannot do facial recognition. when you
Through
have a mask on.
pantyhose.
Wait, yeah, or if you take Scotch tape and do like weird stuff.
It's a good way to not have to pay like that when you run a red light. Is that what you're talking about?
Well,
I can't figure out who it was driving.
yeah. Well, see, my car doesn't really run red lights.
It walks them.
It rolls them. I got beat by a kite the other day.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
I had to remember I was taking
I figured you're
a
playing
different
with
light.
Whoa! Wow, that's cool.
Who moved?
Stop moving. Stop it. No, it's. Oh, it could be the zombie apocalypse. No, during the break there, because I know you're working on that. During the break,
Yeah,
there,
I don't know which one it is.
Jacob and I were talking about the zombie apocalypse, and you have all this prepping work done and all that other stuff, and
Right.
then suddenly I break down in my car, 20 miles from everything. So I'm out there with a Dodge Neon trying to whoop on zombies. It'd
and
be great.
strum your guitar one time. I'll see if I got that loud enough.
That sounds good.
All right, hang on one second.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, really.
The sangria time.
Right.
It is. Country and Western.
Oh, come on. You're not going to think I'm about that.
I'm not. I'm loving it because I always, whenever, especially internationally, I get that a lot. So you're a country and Western singer? I'm like, no, I'm
Wow.
actually country and Southeastern singer.
Yeah. When I hear people say, like somebody the other day was talking about Dwight Yoakam, and it's, you already don't hear a lot about Dwight Yoakam
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
But they're like, isn't he that country Western singer that come out of California? And I'm
that
like,
one.
man, that must have been like years ago because you
narrows
don't
it
hear
down.
Western, country
Uh-uh.
Western. You don't hear that anymore.
Okay, so what is it called? What's the genre called?
Country.
Just
Country.
country,
Just country.
or just
Well,
Western?
Or now
No, just
bro country.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kanye out west. That was pretty good.
That is good. I'll take
Yeah.
Write that one down.
Just if you use it, give me a little footnote.
Okay.
So not your feet. You got pennies in your shoes.
Just one.
No, you're lying.
No,
No,
yeah.
this one too is my right one.
Oh yeah, just one shoe, but there's a lot of pennies.
Right, there's like
Yeah, he
20.
jiggles when he rolls. Was that mean? Was that
Do you want me to play Chunky Dunk? You could just request
Oh,
it.
God,
I was
yeah.
just gonna say at this point,
I will jump
I'm
in that lake, I
slightly
think.
nervous. At this
Why?
point.
She's talking about me
Because
getting naked
sometimes-
and jumping in the lake.
Junking in
Junking.
the lake.
Oh wait, I got
That would
stuff
be
I gotta bring.
teabagging.
I got stuff I gotta bring with
my
me.
God.
I have a trailer. Are we
So-
good? We got a live camera yet?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna mute you guys too
I don't
Right
blame
when
you.
it when it comes time for that.
I do half the show's muted. I'm okay
Well,
with
and
it.
there's a reason for that.
The Peanut Gallery. You've been hushed.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't say hush, but
I just
there's other.
well,
spur-
I say shut up like 15 times and he doesn't. So then it kind of just goes to that whole next level.
I have a general problem with authority, and I don't play well with others, and I don't.
And there you go. There's it. There's his life story right there. All right. Speak into that microphone one time.
Check 1, 2, 3.
I think we're good. What I'm gonna do is here, I'm gonna hand you this and you just hit go live at that moment because I need to make sure I get her volume and her guitar going as soon as she starts singing. All right. Hey Steph. I see that. And it happened last night too. Like I heard it last night. And I think it's that stupid wire for Jacob. Not that you're doing anything, but there's a bad wire. Oh. That's like crazy. Do you hear the pause? Like everybody gets quiet. All right, we're going to give it a shot. Hey. What the heck? No doubt. I'm telling you, what a technical day. Yeah, nobody said grandma today. I'm gonna turn her gain down some more and see if that helps. Well, usually I have a second board that I run that through because usually where Jacob is, I'd have somebody. Not that I'm blaming you, Jacob. I'm just letting you know. So we've just kind of rewired everything. All right, strum the guitar one time. Any other time we wouldn't have these problems. All right, we'll go from there. I'm sorry for that. Usually what I should have done is left it right where it was and set up like normal, but you know, you try to change stuff around sometimes. Is that not the craziest ever? It's like the ghost that we deal with sometimes. I know you don't. But any other time, I wouldn't be dealing with this, and everything would be just hunky dory. And then today, leave it for today and today only to cause me problems.
You know they would never say hunky dory in California. That's something I miss. There's
Yeah,
so many phrases in Georgia that I'm just little Southernisms.
yeah.
Like country and western.
No, they say that out there. People that don't know.
Maybe
Just kidding. They're still learning.
All right, strum it again. I hate that it's making a bad sound. You know what I mean? All right, let's go for that then.
It's Tuesday night. Typical of us to fight about who's supposed to clean. Then I put my clothes where they should be. Listen to your friends say we should throw the towel in. Every sign is pointing to the end, but I don't want to give up just yet. We spent too many nights in this bed to walk away now. We gotta find a way to work it out somehow. You and I've got the kind of past everyone says that it won't last, so let's prove them wrong. 'Cause I don't wanna end up another sad love song playing on the radio, making me wanna hold you close, bringing tears to my eyes, causing another sleepless night, make me think about what we've said, the arguments and regret, lying in the dark all alone. No, I don't wanna end up another sad love song. Here we go again. Breaking up, then we make amends. Knuckles turning white. We're holding on for dear life. Lately, all I hear you say is, what's the use? We should walk away. Seems like you're gone by the look on your face. But I don't wanna give up just yet. We've spent too many nights in this bed to walk away now. We've gotta find a way to work it out somehow. You and I've got the kind of past everyone says that it won't last, so let's prove I'm wrong. Cause I don't wanna end up another sad love song playing on the radio, making me wanna hold you close, bringing tears to my eyes, causing another sleepless night, making me think about what we've said, the arguments and regret, lying in the dark all alone. No, I don't wanna end up another sad love song. I'll be the first to admit this is harder than I planned. They say love takes work, but you and I have been dealt a pretty tough hand. We've got a lot here to lose, but more than anything, I still love you. So I don't want to give up just yet. We spent too many nights in this bed to walk away now. We've got to find a way to work it out somehow. You and I've got the kind of past everyone says that it won't last, so let's prove I'm wrong. Cause I don't want to end up another sad love song playing on the radio, making me want to hold you close, bringing tears to my eyes, causing another sleepless night, making me think about what we've said, the arguments and regret, lying in the dark all alone. No, I don't want to end up another sad love song. Another sad love song. No, I don't want to end another sad love song. Oh.
Awesome job.
Thank
I
you.
want to mute folks now.
Appreciate that. That was a good job.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
And I'm getting kind of worked out. So sorry. You got to remember every time we reconnect up someone, because like I said, used to on that side. So I was got Denise saying the video was a little bit off on volume, but I'm having to, as the people have to understand, I have to have every mic with their own setting, going to the app, going to the video. There's two different feeds. So it just takes a few seconds, you guys.
That's all right.
So you want to tell anybody what that one was about? And
Yeah.
then you can go to another one as well if you'd like.
I was down in Australia and I was just actually thinking about a makeup breakup situation. They've been back and forth, and you just kind of get sick of hearing all these negative songs, especially girls are known for the trashing guys. And I thought, we need kind of what happened back in the old days is stand by my man and fight for the relationship. And I think so many people give up when it gets hard. And I think that we don't have enough songs saying, let's make it work. Let's stick together. Let's fight through the problems, because everybody's going to have problems, but it's just a matter of what's important and getting past those. And instead of being the person that's sad in their car crying, listening to a Neo song, I thought, we need something that says, I don't want to be that. I want to fight for it. I want to make it last.
Right on.
I do cry a lot in my car.
I figured. It sounds like your car's worthy of crying.
Monoxide poisoning.
Oh yeah.
Carbon chloroform.
Well, I laugh when you talk about relationships, because me and my mother got in a really big argument one day, and it's because she doesn't like listening. I tell people they need Scotty glasses to see things differently, and she goes, relationships are 50-50, and I went, no, relationships better be 100.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, you can't always get what you want. And I'm like, you should. You should always have the partner, or you're with the wrong partner. And, there's too many people that spend time fighting with each other. And it's like, if the relationship, I have to word it this way so people don't take me wrong. If you're having to fight to make the relationship work, it might not be the right relationship.
Right.
But the problem a lot of people have is they started out in this great relationship, and then they just kind of lost focus. And it's like, you did choose that person for a reason, and sometimes you have to let some of the other stuff stop and just let it be background noise to whatever you really need to deal with. Right. Because there's so many people that get hung up on, I got to deal with this. I got to deal with this. You know what? Some of that stuff will be here tomorrow. You need to pay attention and focus to the girl sitting next to you on the couch. Get off your phone, turn the TV off. Hey, how was your day?
Talk to each other.
Talk to each other.
No doubt.
Communication is key.
Thank God that wasn't on video. Well, I'm gonna reset that. You got another song you want to do?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
hear
play
it out.
y'all a song about California living experience.
Oh, cool,
Awesome.
cool.
Let's count Georgia for this. Tofu and avocados don't make a meal. And $6 lattes, that ain't a deal. Spent $100 on a pair of yoga pants from Lululemon, that don't make sense. Sitting in 5-hour traffic sure ain't fun. I swear somewhere in this smog there's a California sun. I ought to be catfish fishing, eating fried chicken, frog gigging, tires are spinning in that Georgia clay, mudded up a Chevrolet. Lazy river floating, pontoon floating, drinking cherry coke and sitting there and joking with all the friends that I miss. Well, I can't believe I traded Georgia for this. Rent a room that I found on Craigslist for $1,000. This is all I get. Neon dreams brought me to the West Coast, made me realize what means the most. Well, this fast-paced living life's too fast for me. A red-eyed flight can take me right back to where I need to be. I'd rather be catfish fishing, eating fried chicken, frog gigging, tires are spinning in that Georgia clay, mudding up a Chevrolet. Lazy river floating, pontoon boating, drinking cherry coke and sitting there and joking with all the friends that I miss. Well, I can't believe I traded Georgia for this. It's a really badass guitar solo right there, so if you get the record, you can hear it. Well, when mama called, I got all choked up, so I booked the first flight out. I've had enough. Now I'm catfish fishing, eating fried chicken, frog gigging, tires are spinning in that Georgia clay, mudding up my Chevrolet. I'm on the river floating, pontoon boating, drinking cherry coke and sitting here joking with all the friends that I miss. Well, I wouldn't trade anything for this. Georgia, I wouldn't trade anything for this.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
It's nice to play that in Georgia. I mean, it's pretty cool when you're in Fiji and Thailand and stuff.
Right.
But it means a little more when you get to play it at home.
It's funny to even say Thailand because I'm thinking country music, Thailand.
Yeah, but there's a lot of tourist people that understand the
Yeah.
places I'm playing are
Right.
tourist destinations for a lot of Europeans and Australians, and they love country
That's
music.
just cool,
Right.
though. It's really cool
Yeah.
because you got to remember from our standpoint, like we're playing this music worldwide,
Mhm.
but you're performing it worldwide.
Yeah.
And that's what's really cool. Like for
Right.
us, we'll get requests and we'll know like the guy in Germany,
Yeah.
we get that, or the girl in Germany. But then it's like to think that you're performing that.
In
That's
Germany.
pretty cool. Because like for me, it's only like
Yeah.
5 or 6 people requesting in Germany. You're on a stage in Thailand.
In Germany.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and they don't understand like a lot of the words sometimes, and I've had that question a lot, is how do they receive it? But even in France and Germany, where they might not get some of the humor or the things that we would get, the slang phrases and
right.
things, like in Chunky Dunk, French people did not know what Chunky Dunk was.
Yeah.
And there's not even a translation for skinny dip. It's like
Wow.
baigner de vêtements. So it's like swim without your clothes on. But they were like, huh? Skinny dip. So I had to explain it in English. It's not as
Right.
funny when you have to go back and explain it in French,
Sorry, he talk about you. Okay.
Mr. Potato Head, the translation in German is Herr Kartoffelkopf. I mean, it loses a lot.
It does. It's
Yeah,
not
that doesn't
cute.
sound funny at all.
I know.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like you got a loogie you're trying to cough up.
Well, since I'm talking to Heidelberg right now, I'll just go ahead and say that.
Oh,
Redneck stuff.
hey Heidelberg. Well, I was playing in like outside of Munich at a wedding, and it's funny because a lot of the Europeans, they know country is Johnny Cash and John Denver, so that's what they request. But
Wow.
they kind of forget about. I mean, well, a lot of them just haven't heard. So even when I went to Australia the first time, they'd never heard 5 years ago Miranda Lambert, and then when I went back,
Ah.
2-3 years ago, they were like Miranda Lambert, and I was like, okay, now you're catching on.
That's right.
takes a little while, but no, it's really interesting. Just a different
Hold on, I'm
perception.
trying to fix that now. I'm just shaking my head over here. Everything's acting stupid today.
My mama texted me SMH, and I was like, "Is that some kind of dirty thing?" Like, what?
Yeah,
And then I was like, "Oh, shaking
Shake
my
my
head."
yeah, that's what
I was like,
that
"Oh, S&M's." That's what I was.
Coming from your mom.
Coming
That's
from
kind of
your mom.
awkward.
No doubt.
Stephanie gets that from her dad. But we understand that because at 13, he's like, "You're so pretty."
No, it was 14.
It's 14.
Yeah, let's clarify. Because
Get
I
it
said
right.
17 the other day. and
Please
She,
be 18.
she, I said 17.
That's
She's
a
like,
Georgia-
no, I was 14. I'm like, yeah, that made it better. He likes them younger. I mean,
You make it sound so dirty. Dang.
Stephanie,
Yeah,
I
this isn't
don't have
Alabama.
to make it sound dirty. It's kind of doing it on its own.
Can't a dad tell his daughter that she's pretty?
Yeah, but not
Yes.
not in redneck. He said you're hot, and he was standing in your bedroom. You don't call him Dad, you call him Herman.
And it wasn't
No,
July.
no,
Yeah.
no. I call
And
him
it's his
dad.
nickname.
I
So,
call him dad.
You said you call
Who's
him
your
Herman.
daddy?
No, I said that's his nickname.
Who's your Herman? See, that don't sound right.
That
And it's
doesn't-
not Herman
Spooky.
Cain.
Yeah.
Stop being a Dugan.
Stephanie learned a new word, and
She has
she's
a-
overplaying it.
Jacob did
I wanted
too.
to learn the word shower and start using it.
I did, thank you. I took a shower
Left.
2 days ago.
The midweek wash.
You know, usually a good lie involves having to think of something. So she's
they
like,
make 24-hour deodorant, but I don't know if they make 48-hour soap yet.
They do.
She thinks if she keeps eating,
Yeah.
she thinks if she
It's called
keeps
lava.
eating soap that it'll just sweat out like beer does. And I can't get her to understand, Stephanie. It doesn't work that way.
Alcohol cleanses some things, but not all things.
Like, what's that
Gojo works
smell?
wonders, though.
It's fresh PBR smell.
Oh no, we
Rockdale.
found. Yeah, I was about to say we got the Rockdale Light last night and we was drinking it. And Jacob will tell you it's pretty good, ain't it?
It was all right.
You
You kind of
weren't-
watered down a little bit.
You weren't
Yeah,
drinking
it's
it
a little-
lightly.
Oh no,
Tastes
we
good,
wasn't drinking it like.
You know, when you're
I had a
traveling
sip.
around
Uh-huh.
and you like pick up on nonsense like this, does it pull? Does it? Because I've traveled all over the world, and I can tell you one little thing like this, joking and all that, because they don't do it. I mean, it's really weird to. They don't, cut on each other and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. So when you do hear or see this, do you ever just want to go, oh man, I
miss it."
missed.
Well, yeah, it's even certain places. I mean, they're so politically correct.
Right.
Maybe perhaps on the West Coast to where you feel like you don't want to say anything. I mean, I'm unfiltered anyway, so if they get offended, they're just not going to like me.
Yeah, not me. I'm usually very.
You're prim and
politically
proper,
correct.
yeah. You and Trump.
Yeah.
Nothing.
He's my
yeah.
man. Yeah, I'm all about building a wall, or I'm not going to build it, but I'll supervise. That's what I
Why,
love.
Missy?
Yeah. Well, you're here.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
all
already
about
here.
if you want to come to our country, pay taxes. That's cool.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, if you want to be one of us, then you should be treated like one of us, and I get that.
Because country and
Yeah.
Western music rocks. How
It
about that?
does.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So,
Wow.
yeah,
Country Western rock.
country Western rock. That's way too confusing for me.
Yeah.
So, like
For me too.
Well, if you're around tonight, come on out to Buckhead. I'll be
Yeah.
playing at Smoke Bellies
I thought I'd
tonight
bring
and
that up.
tomorrow, 8 to midnight.
Yeah, man.
So
Right
if you
on.
swing by Atlanta downtown.
And we've posted a lot of your pictures and the stuff that you're coming up with and all over Facebook. So
Thank
it's
you.
gone out to thousands and thousands, I'm sure.
Yeah,
And
we're
I really have to say
periscoping.
this, and of course they're going to go nuts when I say this. But
Then
you're,
don't.
no, it's nice. God,
She's not
I don't mean
Taylor
to offend you,
Swift.
and it's like, then don't say it.
I was.
She's not Taylor Swift.
very
You can't
attractive
drink her
woman.
bath water.
Oh my God.
I would not drink Taylor Swift's bath.
Gargle it. Just gargle it.
I might have gold in it. I might drink that.
I don't understand
Please,
what's wrong
could you
with that.
carry on to the
You're a
part
very
about the
attractive
guest?
woman, and if you don't continue to progress in music, I guarantee you have an opportunity to be a model. You're
Oh,
a beautiful woman.
so
You're very
sweet.
photogenic. Well, we deal with a lot of up and coming people, and see that has to.
Thank
be
God he
addressed.
said, I heard the and I thought if
Yeah.
he says ugly,
we don't do pictures here.
Yeah.
he said, you're very and I was like, slow motion. I was like,
No. Well, when people are up and coming, you got to look at them and you got to say, okay, wow, do abstract art for your CD cover. But
Instead, like paint a good CD.
yeah,
image.
or one of those
Right.
adult coloring book type
Yeah.
things, is
So-
do something
Stay
weird.
between
Well,
the
look,
lines.
Collage.
I'm gonna swap mics because for some reason the way it took it up that mic that has that compressor built in kind of sucks. So give us a few minutes. I mean, literally, I hate that it's squealing, and
Yeah.
especially when we have her here.
Yes.
I should learn by now the way I already have it hooked up. I should never try to change it in the middle of a show.
Yeah.
And
So,
you say
he's a
that every
perfectionist.
time, and
He's
yet
a
you do it
perfectionist,
anyway.
Yeah.
and he's
Now look,
always trying to-
you're going to be playing another song again in a few seconds. But what I want to play one of your songs, but I don't want to play something
Right.
that you're going to play. Hang on one
Let's
second.
call it.
Just for fun.
You don't know what's going to happen. See?
Just for fun.
Hi, it's Danielle.
Hello, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
First time caller, long time listener.
That's my girlfriend.
It's your wife.
My wife. Whatever, Mike.
Basically.
Shut up, Mike.
Right.
She's at my house.
Anyway.
Anyway.
By the way, we have this caller. Y'all
Right.
should try letting her talk. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that Erica has a very beautiful voice, and I enjoyed listening to her music.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Awesome job.
Where do
awesome
you
job.
live?
We live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm Jacob's
I still gotta
fiance.
get up to Oklahoma. Daggum, that's one place I
Daggum
haven't played
diggy
yet.
vote.
Yeah,
That's copyright.
yeah. We would totally come to your concert. So
Yeah,
you
no
should
doubt.
definitely.
Well, I'm getting to Illinois and Wisconsin, so stay tuned. You never know where I'll be.
Right on.
Yeah, and Jacob's trying to set up his own show, so maybe we can get you on air.
Perfect.
Awesome, awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All
Look forward
right.
to crashing on your couch.
We treat all our
You're
people like
more than
that, right?
Yes, my God.
No, he has a bed that he's sleeping in.
Yeah, but I had to loan you the bed for him to sleep in.
Well, yeah, you did.
So we had to do a mattress delivery for him to.
Beggars can't be choosers.
That's right.
But I've
Special treat.
I've only been in this house.
Hey,
2
she
weeks.
doesn't care.
I'm just letting her know.
We don't care.
But yet you come over. Okay.
Only because you forced me to. Her house was about
She
to
looks
catch
so
on fire.
evil and all.
You know?
Yeah.
She's like calling me going, hey, there's sparks coming out of the panel. I'll be there in a second.
I've got a great question for you.
Well, we still
when
have
you-
a caller.
I know,
though.
but Danielle was part of this too, so she
Okay.
understands. A certain day of the week in your neighborhood when everybody brings
Oh,
out the
God.
stuff they don't
Oh my
want,
gosh.
what do you call it? When a certain day of the week, real early, everybody
And
brings
stuff
out
gets
all
set on the
stuff.
curb once a
Yard
week.
sale, a free for all.
Oh my God. She said yard sale.
Thank you.
Stephanie moves to this new neighborhood.
We call it
and-
trash
and-
day.
And she's like, man, this neighborhood's really cool.
know.
Once a week, the stuff our neighbors don't want, they set it out on the street for us to get what we want. And I'm like, Stephanie, that's called trash day, you idiot. Look at
She
him,
said
he's
trash. Dude, that's you got ammunition forever now. She
Look,
goes,
he's
she looked
dying.
right at him. She goes, yard sale.
Right. Free for all.
We're like, Stephanie, that's called trash day.
Curb
She's
alert.
like,
So convenient. They put it in a big black bag for you.
I got this out of it.
But
That's
we were trying to, but we tried to figure out what she did with the kid that she yanked it from.
Now, I'm not against taking free stuff. My sister used to get mad at me because I bring home, I'm like, this treadmill almost works. We should
Yeah.
try.
That sounds like Travis.
That sounds like Travis.
Or like, there's a
Husband.
shelf. I swear. Like, if you just put like something underneath it, it'll be straight again.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Travis to come home with this table, and Steph goes, "This is a pool table. But if we put plywood on it, we can use it in the cup holders." No, that's where the balls drop, Travis.
Hey guys, Kingston just woke up. I'm gonna get off of here.
Yeah, go,
Okay.
deal with
All
that.
right.
Go deal with Satan.
Thank you. Stop calling him. Stop calling him that.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Wow.
That's my grandson, by the way, that he just called that.
We tell people,
Meanie.
you ever seen the movie with John Ritter called Problem Child?
Yeah.
That's him.
We didn't know where they got that.
Yeah, they stole the concept.
That's horrible. You have a grandkid?
I have two.
Are you serious?
Heck yeah, I'm raising one.
He's got one.
Yeah.
I'm actually adopting mine. It'll be my child here in a couple weeks.
We have a listener crying from laughing so hard.
That's almost like that one.
I wouldn't even
listener
want a
that
kid
says,
that's mine, much less pay for somebody else. I'm just kidding.
See, I sent him this picture that I took of Kingston,
Oh, that's
and he's
cute.
like, "Yeah, all he needs now is the razor knives."
Yeah, because she has him in a Freddy Krueger sweater.
It does kind of.
I'm like, that's Freddy, dude.
It is.
I told him, I said, "Stick your hand out like that, Kingston."
Oh, cute. He's precious.
Yeah, I just quickly took it off of her so she's not just on the spotlight for a second while I try to get this.
Well, that's what I was doing live too, and you're yelling and
That's the
snapping your
picture I was
fingers at
telling
me.
you about,
I'm mad
Jacob.
at you because for a guy that's supposed to be
That's a
the
good one.
technology guy, has anybody noticed the technology guy is holding the camera like that and playing on his Android?
Yeah,
Yes, I saw
Look
that.
at the angle.
It's a
on-
cool
You
angle.
know what though? It would be great.
It's more
if it was
flattering,
not
right?
like
I look
this.
skinnier.
Well, no, I
And
did,
it
I
would
did
do
that way.
hands.
And then when the first song you were playing, as you were stopping, I panned over, and then it went to the logo.
I would say we're not normally like this, but it'd be a lie.
Oh
Yeah, it would be a bad lie.
This is
Our
actually-
noses would be growing.
Okay, just so y'all know, he's from Elberton, Georgia, but worse, Bowman is right outside of there. So don't worry, he's one of us.
One of us.
The
One
one.
red light.
It is a blinking light. It is not a red light. There's no green in
Hold
it.
on a minute. Yeah, it looks red now. Look, you
know
should
why
be here
it's
when Denise
blinking.
was here yesterday.
Ain't
Denise,
nobody smart
the
enough
girl
to
was
make
sitting
that
there,
red
she was
green
like,
thing work.
She's like,
I can't hear you.
God, my mouth hurts. And I'm like, that's your eye. She's like, no, my hand. She's like this. God, my mouth hurts. I'm like, that is your eye, Denise. She's like, no, I'm holding it over my mouth too. No, you're talking. You're talking.
That's
You're
why your
holding-
mouth hurts. Shut up.
Here, just shove that to the side. That will be fine.
You got a nice website too. It's cool. Yeah.
What did you say? Did you say sweat? Are you surfing on Facebook?
No.
Already?
I look at websites to see the way the viewer is like channeled,
Huh?
and I like the way that your content rotator comes up from the
Cool.
bottom like that's cool. And I'm about to see how well it shares. Your personal Facebook page is at its max, so it won't allow you. Just a recommendation: make a note or something that says, "I'm at capacity. Would you please go to this one?"
The music page.
Yeah. Because
I did have it up top for a while, but you're right. I should re-add it. But the reason I don't is because they make you pay for people to see your views on your page. Like there's not as many people that see your page posts because they want you to pay for it. So your personal posts get seen more.
right,
So when people follow my personal, which I pretty much have no personal life, I just have work. So everything I post on my personal and on my other
That's
one
us.
typically, or I post more music on my personal page.
yeah.
So I just have like 8,000 followers on my personal, and then I have like 5,000 on my music.
Yeah. You
Well,
gotta
it's-
swap.
I
that.
thought about combining them, but then I heard like because they don't. When you combine it as a page,
Uh-huh.
you don't get certain, like you don't get tagged, you don't get all
Right.
those benefits that you would get. So I just kept both.
So, good.
But I wonder if it would be better.
Also, find like 10 of your closest friends, and every time you share from your liked
Hashtag.
page, which is like your fan page, share it on your personal. And then as you share it on your personal, like add all your friends, because what happens is that automatically goes on their page. So in other words, say you have 8,000 people that could possibly see it in,
Yeah.
in any given moment. Well, like with me, I probably have around that 7. So when I hit 7, I link to his, so his people find it, his people find it, his people find it. I mean, like we hit 14 million views last month
Yeah, February.
because I make sure that every time I post on the fun page, it hits that 11,000 people. But then I share it to hit my 7. So because not all my 7 or 8 is part of this,
Yeah.
and then his, and then hers. I mean, it's like Amway. I mean,
Yeah.
just like
It's like Amway. My parents used to sell Amway.
everybody's
Let me
favorite.
talk to you about soap.
48 hours soap, bitches.
Did you just say bitches?
So-
She is
Give her a
Southern.
shirt. Give her a shirt. She's part of the family now.
And you gotta love we are using a Windows computer, and what I'm learning with Windows is it only allows me one webcam. So we keep saying, okay, so we're gonna get this other webcam, and we're gonna start having multiple webcams, and it just sucks.
tying the YouTube, because YouTube is great, right?
Yeah.
But doing anything outside of what YouTube is specifically set up for gets incredibly difficult. It just
Well,
gets
like
stupid.
us, I want to be able to have a camera here,
Got music.
and then normally the artist is here, and I want to have one there. So when you play, but the problem is your computer's like, oh, so you want this camera or this camera, not these cameras.
Yeah.
But they sell this lovely thing for like 10 grand that'll let you have multiples.
Cool. I'm
Pocket
buying
change.
it. I love it.
And we're back. And listen, it is just like total pure entertainment chaos in here today.
And we're talking about multiples.
Multiple CDs.
Cameras.
You can
I
purchase
think-
them on iTunes,
I think-
ericaSunshineLee.com.
Yeah, thank
Well,
you.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Because I'm
posting-
thinking about
posting
new
your-
co-hosts now.
I'm thinking I'm about to post your website.
Oh, perfect.
And-
Right? And
And
I did
needs-
on my page, so if you
I
want
saw
to go
that. Yeah,
and
so we're
share
linking
it,
them all together. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
forget the Lee. I think ericasunshine.com is a whole different site.
Oh,
oh, I put the Lee in.
Pornhub.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Mike,
what? I
Mike
gotta
used to
look.
work there. Sorry.
I gotta look at that. What was that again? Dot what?
ericaSunshineLee.com.
Is that the bad side or the good side?
Mike.
Depends on who you
What?
are.
go share mine. It's the good one.
You know-
Okay.
okay. So you know that line that I say that what keeps us funny is we jump rope on that line of normal / crazy, offensive,
And weird. Yeah.
and weird. Yeah. Like you're over there chunky dunking in the pool on the weird side. I need you to dry off and come back. You're supposed to be like double dutch jump roping on the line, and instead you're like this over there. I need you back over here without the whipped cream back into reality.
Hey,
world.
I do have a song called Whipped Cream. So,
See,
Well, of course she
I
does.
think, yeah.
and that might be on the other side of that line. I'm just saying.
Listen, you know, and Mike
So you're
has
gonna play that one
Mike
then.
has no problem with weird lines. Like he colors outside of every line there is, like a water hose. I mean, you know.
I skipped kindergarten. I never learned how to color between the lines.
There you go. More power to the non-pre-Ks, brother.
Right.
That's what I'm
Hooah! Power to the first graders.
Crickets.
Well,
Hold on, where's my button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was
so
loud.
It was a little loud. I apologize for that.
so yeah.
So
My
I'm
word.
trying to get us going here on that mic. Would you strum that guitar one time?
Shake,
Let's see.
shake, shake, baby, shake, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, she seems to listen to every single thing we play around here. Now, Douglas, let us know how we sound in videos.
Okay. Before you start, keep warming up there if you would, please. Can you? This thing keeps logging off.
What it is it's called touchscreen, and you seem to touch it in other places, which explains a lot about your life and why those arrest records look the way they do.
No means no.
You know what's funny is this is supposed to be Mr. Technology, and I hand him stuff, and let's just face it. Okay, you see this has mechanical things, right? It moves certain directions. I hand this one a brand new basic, $100 monopod that lets the camera do all sorts of stuff. It has these little safety things on these feet. My grandfather's funeral, I'm like, can you video this? He's a veteran. Well, these little feet, there's 3 feet that have these little safety pins, and then you pull the pin and push the legs up. Steph just was like, click, 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 breaks all the feet.
Don't give her a
And
grenade.
then the mono, and then it has to adjust like any other camera does.
Right.
She just starts smacking it around and breaks everything. And then you give him a touch screen, and it's like, ooh. Well, when the photographer said make love to the camera, they weren't talking to him.
They might have been.
So, anyways. All right, I've already said 4 times. Let me know how the sound is. Strum one more time. I want to make sure on video since we swap mics. Sound. Looks good to me.
All right, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Another one?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I? Mama called and asked if I'd been to church this week. Said it's hard to walk through them doors when you act like me. I'm not sure how much God hears when I'm chugging another beer. Her fussing is the last thing that I need. But I've been praying a little less and drinking more. Paying for mistakes I know I can't afford. Lately it seems that I don't know just what I'm living for. I've been praying a little less and drinking more. Bartender said, I think you've had enough. No matter how much you drink, it won't fill you up. He said the bourbon over ice can't compare to Jesus Christ. Trust me, I've drank from both cups. I've I've been praying a little less and drinking more, paying for mistakes I know I can't afford. Lately it seems I don't know just what I'm living for, but I've been praying a little less and drinking more. Even when you think you're in this by yourself, all you have to do is ask for his help. So I've been drinking a little less and praying more. He's paid for my mistakes, and now I know the Lord. And I know for certain he's the one I'm living for. I've been drinking a little less and praying more. Yeah, I've been drinking a whole lot less and praying. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound saved a wretch like me. Oh, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Awesome. There we go. Yeah,
Thank
man, we're just
you.
throwing her in the deep end. See, Guru, that's how you do it.
Right. She fits right in too, by the way.
That was
More so than the guy from Oklahoma. I'm just joking.
That's all good.
And but by the way, for the record, I did write that song, my friend Kirsty Lovelady, and we put a little scratch on YouTube the day we wrote it. And I decided to put the Amazing Grace on the end of it long before Carrie Underwood's Something in the Water came out, and she daggum put Amazing Grace
Isn't
on the
that
end of her.
something?
God, I hate when
It's
people
like
do
she
that.
copied me.
Never heard of it. I never
Okay,
listened to her
cool.
stuff.
Perfect.
Amazing.
She's got an amazing voice, though.
Who wrote Amazing Grace?
I've got to look that up. You know, that's a good question.
Just wondering.
That's the Dugan.
I thought
I mean, Google.
That's so random. Again, just so random.
No, I mean it was beautiful. The thing about Amazing Grace is like the last verse of Amazing Grace is beautiful too, because it tapers off there at the end. Something to think about.
All right.
Cool.
Well, leave it to Mike for that randomness.
Would it?
So what did we cover? What inspired you from the get go? Like, what age did you decide this was it? I mean, you know, I don't know if we did or didn't, but we a lot of times we have new listeners tuning in. So
Well, I was probably, I mean, about 8 years ago is when I quit my day job selling cars and went on the road full time. So I knew that was it. I was already singing in a classic rock band with a friend of mine. And then after about 2 years, I started my own band. And then when I bought a guitar and started pouring out my heartbreak emotions onto country and Western songs.
that's what I was thinking. You go from classic rock to country.
Well,
I mean, there's not a huge
hand in
line,
hand.
but
I mean,
yeah.
nowadays, especially 80s rock is pretty much country with a twang.
That's what I say now. When people speak of things, and I'm like, the Eagles is now considered country music.
And
I mean,
Rolling
if you
Stones,
think about
I mean,
it,
if you
right.
think about some of their music,
Yeah.
and, but I mean, I definitely feel like there's a huge rock influence in my music. My first CD was Smashing Pumpkins' Siamese Dream. So
Isn't that funny?
I love
Hell
90s
yeah.
rock. I was
Right on.
definitely an 80s music, rock music, anything from REM to, I mean, Bush, Goo Goo Dolls. I mean, I like
Right on.
a lot of variety of music,
Yeah.
but I also had Trisha Yearwood and Reba McEntire and Faith
Right.
Hill in my CD player, and Tim McGraw and good old country Garth Brooks. So I feel like my music, especially in the latter years, I've just gotten more into classic country. So I've even delved more into
That answers my question.
Waylon
what we
Jennings
have.
and some of the Hank Senior records and things like that. So I mean, my music goes in and out. I just write whatever the song is.
Right.
Awesome.
Right. Just for fun. Who do we have?
Good morning, just for fun.
Good
What's
morning.
happening?
Morning.
Long time listener, 7 millionth time caller or something like that.
Yeah,
So-
because that phone just keeps disconnecting. I
Yeah,
don't know
man,
why.
So what's up, man? How's it sounding? I know when I was asking about video, Jeff said it sounds amazing over the app.
Right.
It
I'm getting
does.
there, too.
Of course, I'm always on the run, so I have to listen across my phone. And man, it sounded great. And Scott, you know me, I'm a rocker through and through, but because of Bree, started listening to more and more country, and she has got an amazing voice.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
I can imagine what it would sound like live.
Right.
Well, come
All right.
out. You don't have to imagine it if you're in Atlanta tonight
That's
or
right.
tomorrow.
I will be down in Conyers.
Yeah, we're having a little get together. The Guru leaves tomorrow.
Aw.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah, we're gonna
Can't hurry
trying
that
all
up any
week.
faster.
We're gonna throw him in the lake and see if we catch anything big.
And save on gas, just like
And
tie a
her
rope up to one of the cars and
personality
drive
fits.
Yeah.
Her personality fits the show
That's what you
perfectly.
did, Mike.
Yeah. And see, this is what I was explaining to her, that it's really awesome because I try each guest that comes in, I try to go, man, make sure you talk and tell them a lot about you, because what we found is that once you guys fall in love with the personality, following them on Facebook's easy at that point, because you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is the coolest chick ever, man. You've got to check her out. And
That's
that's just such a huge selling
Well,
point.
aren't
Here.
you playing in Grayson tomorrow night?
That was last night.
Last
Oh,
night.
is
But I
that
did.
right?
pl-
That's
I-
like that's like Erin Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard her on the show, listened to her talk for a little bit. It was kind of cool listening to her. Didn't get to hear much. Went up that same night, saw her up at Dylan's. Got to sit there and chat with her for a while there. Just an amazing talent, just great personality. Reminds me a lot of you. I mean, just fun-loving, energetic. I mean, and it makes you feel like you connect with the artist, and it makes it easier enjoying the music.
See,
So it's
There you
definitely
go.
props to you.
Thank you. Well, I'm one of y'all. I mean, I'm from Georgia, so I'm only from an hour and a half up the road. We might be related.
No, that would be
be
Stephanie.
careful, because that's the Stephanie family.
Yard sale.
Inbred Fred.
I
Turbo.
kid y'all not. I was
We
sitting
are-
in Nashville the first time I got there about 5 or 6 years ago. First night into town, I'm talking to this cute guy at a bar, and we swap cards. He's from Georgia. I'm from Georgia. I'm a songwriter. I'm a songwriter. I'm a singer. My name's Eric. I'm Erica. And he gets my business card. He's like, Erica Sunshine Lee. My name's Eric Lee Bedingfield. And I was like, nice to meet you. He said, you know, Christy Lee from Tignal? I was like, yeah. And he said, that's my cousin. I said, no way. That's my first cousin. He
Yeah.
said, oh my gosh. You got to
Yeah,
be
it's a
careful who
small
you hit
world.
on.
I
Yeah.
got careful like that in school. I was sitting in
Stephanie
biology.
did that and still kissed him.
Yeah. So I had a girl. In
I
fir-
didn't know.
I had a
It
girl.
was
in-
a reunion.
So I'm sitting in my biology class. I got this really hot chick in front of me, and we just get to talking eventually. You know, she's got a little Bo Cephas shirt on. I was the metalhead, long hair guy. She turns around, we start talking, and then we start just spitting out information, and come to find out my cousin Selena is her cousin Selena.
Oh,
But thank God
through marriage.
we are not married. I mean, we are not married. We are not related. So it's like my aunt is Selena's mama, and her uncle is Selena's daddy. So I'm like, cool. There's no gene pool right there. Cool.
On that side.
That won't, yeah, that I know of. We
Or
let
end up-
Stephanie take it up on the other tadpoles.
Or you'd end up having another mic.
Yeah. Yeah.
See that on?
I-
Y'all see that?
I don't get it.
uncomfortable? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike,
Crickets.
Mike, did you feel that uncomfortable feeling for a second?
Oh.
That happens most of the time when you open your mouth.
No, well, people love me. What can I say?
Hey,
I'm like
Scott, I
Trump.
got to get back to work.
That
One of
Thanks
your
for calling,
best,
sir.
Thanks for calling. Hopefully
one of
see you
your
sometime.
best, one of your best shows by far.
All right.
Definitely. I
That's
have
awesome.
thoroughly enjoyed it. Laughed almost the entire time. Enjoyed the music. It has been great. Unfortunately, I got to get to work and pay bills.
All right,
Yeah.
man. Thank you for calling in.
Have
Have
a
a good
good
day.
one.
Y'all
you
good
later.
night.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Leave it to Jeff to give the uncomfortable feeling when it's addressing Mike. I mean, how odd is
I
that?
wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
Usually it's Mike undressing Jeff that gives me the uncomfortable feeling.
You never leave the room, though, do you? So
Somebody's got to be there document the
Wow.
occasion. There
Kind
has to be video of said, situations.
of like the Scottish guys at the event 2
Oh
weeks
my
ago.
God. So we do this event, and this is gonna he had to bring this up. So we're doing this event, and usually I'm on the stage, but the podium's here. The left side's usually kind of empty, and you have to see me on the right side. So I'm like, this year I don't want my pop-up up there. Let's just keep me off the side of the stage, make the stage presentable, a little more presentable. So this year, the lady's behind the podium. She's thanking everybody. She invites all the people that played the bagpipes up. The problem is they're all standing in front of me, and I'm sitting off the stage. I'm still trying to look at the girl at the podium who's on my microphone. I'm controlling her, and I'm looking between two kneecaps. And there's a skirt right there, and
It's
I'm
not
going,
the skirt. It's called the kilt.
and I'm trying to
Yeah,
look
yeah.
this way, but yet all I see is skirts
And hairy legs.
And Denise goes,
What's wrong with that?
"You do realize one of those are
I'm a hippie.
one
I'm
of
just
those is a
kidding.
girl," and I'm like, I couldn't tell which one.
Oh,
But the whole time you see me going,
He kept looking.
because I'm trying to see the girl talking on the mic. Meanwhile, these clowns are behind me going, "Are you trying to look up the skirt?"
And the way he initially described it was hairy legs and back of knees. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
come on.
weird,
If
dude.
you're going to add adjectives to
weird.
it, you spent more time than just the courtesy glance.
It was scary, man. I thank God not one of y'all popped out a camera.
No.
Because if y'all would have popped
Okay.
out a picture of me doing that, I could
Awesome.
never
Do we have
explain
any
it.
Scottish listeners right now?
I
I just
have no idea.
We did, but currently they're not going to let the Willie become part of the conversation.
well, I know
Speaking of mute the microphone.
my Irish friends, I texted her on Facebook yesterday and said, I just want to say happy St. Patrick's Day to my Irish friends. And I got a response this morning. Boy, am I hurting this morning.
Oh,
I
I'm
had a hell of a night.
I am sure.
I know that feeling.
Can you imagine what they're going through today? Good.
You want to tell us
God
about your
almighty.
most embarrassing moment performing?
Yeah, is there one you can
Thanks.
divulge?
About 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if that's
Not
that
today, I mean.
embarrassing. I mean, I was playing in Texas. This is right off the top of my head. I thanked the guy for letting me get up, and his name, let me think.
Please finish that story because that
Aaron.
sounded so wrong. I thank the guy for letting me to get up in.
To sing a few with him in Texas at a show.
'Cause she-
And I said thanks. I think I said thanks, Aaron Watson. And his name is like, oh crap, I can't think of it. But anyway, that's not his last name. And whoever I thanked was like a bigger country star than him. Everybody there was
Nice.
laughing because they thought I did it on purpose, joking around. And I was like, actually, I didn't mean to say that. Aaron Navarro, I think was his name. And I think I said Aaron Watson or something. And he's like, I wish I was Aaron Watson. So that was kind of embarrassing, but they thought I was just kind of bagging on him anyway. So it worked out.
Right on.
I think it's cool that you don't remember guys' names. I mean, think about it. That's pretty cool.
Just because you have a rule that the name doesn't matter doesn't mean it applies to her.
It usually does. I'm pretty good with names and faces. Typically,
I'm
really
great
good
with faces, and I meet so many people, I screw
Yeah.
up names.
names are
you know?
tough sometimes. I have to sometimes say like, oh, and introduce them to somebody else, and then they'll say their name.
Yes, that's why I do it. Too. But hey, talk about names. The guy who wrote Amazing Grace, his name was John Newton.
Oh,
Okay.
thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, I had that pulled up.
Good.
Yeah, he was a former slave trader, and he's the one who read it. Wrote it. Excuse me. Back in it looks like the 1700s. So pretty cool.
Fig Newton.
Newton's Law.
Oh my God. Well, we're at 10:02, so we usually wrap it up at 10, but we have a guest we'd like to go over. Do you have another one you want to do? Let's get you with Mike. I have to watch this word. Let's get you as much exposure as possible.
right.
Keep your mouth shut, Mike.
Well, I could play you. This is a psycho song for the psycho chicks out there. It's called "Mud on My Boots."
Yes. It's a good one.
Thought she was a sweet church-going gal. Had everyone in this town fooled. Till I caught her scheming little wandering heads on my husband down by the school. She crossed that line, so I had a point to prove. Had to teach that girl a lesson. What's a wife supposed to do? And there's a few more bricks at the bottom of the lake. Morning comes, it'll be too late. I've got mud on my boots, blood on my hands. Ain't nobody gonna take my man. Well, I thought about giving her a good talking to. But you know, some folks just don't listen. When I walked into my own living room and I saw them there kissing, I could have screamed and yelled, raised some hell, but instead I went to the store. I got my revenge in a 9mm when she got back to her front door. And there's a few more bricks at the bottom of the lake. Morning comes, it'll be too late. I've got mud on my boots, blood on my hands. Ain't nobody gonna take my man. Expect to get burned when you're playing with hot grease. Oh, forgive her for what she's done. May she rest in peace. And there's a few more bricks at the bottom of the lake. Morning comes, it'll be too late. I've got mud on my boots, blood on my hands. Ain't nobody gonna take my. There's a few more bricks at the bottom of the lake. Morning comes, it'll be too late. I've got mud on my boots, blood on my hands. Ain't nobody gonna take my man. No, ain't nobody gonna take my man.
Awesome.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff, Maynard.
I'm gonna try to get this in. That Gary Stafford that you're
Yeah.
friends with. He
Yeah.
said that his brother owned Hail Marys in Grayson.
Yeah.
How bizarre, he said.
That's
Well,
cool.
tell him to
That's
book me. I play
Right on.
around here a good bit. So
I told him I
Yeah.
tried to tell you. Then he said, "Really? You couldn't shut up Scotty with a sock."
Oh.
Hey, Gary, that's why you drive hammers and nails and trucks because you're not a very good speaker.
Gary drives trucks.
Well, he does construction.
Well, Gary, I got a song for you on iTunes. It's my new pop single, and I want you to go look it up. It goes, I back it up like a truck goes beep, 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 beep. I back it up like a truck goes beep, 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 beep.
That is awesome.
Back it up, 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 up. All right, so don't forget to go check it out.
Yeah, man. And we got
It's
a bunch
pop.
of truck
It's not
drivers.
country at all. So
Yeah.
for all my truck drivers out there,
Yeah.
you can do the dance. It's like you put your hands up and you got to move them in and out.
Can you do that again?
You're on the camera.
Can you imagine her hanging out with us?
Yes.
It's just crazy. Like,
Yes, as
she
a matter of
fits
fact, I
right
can.
in.
No doubt.
In fact, bring bail money.
Yeah, she just fits right the hell
It's
in,
just
man.
easier if we have the money when we get locked up. It's-
True.
Yeah, but
Looking
don't
for
they
sponsors
take
for our bail.
your stuff?
yeah, you just tell them they
Look
take
in
how
the
much
left
bail-
pocket.
Yeah.
In Mike's case, it's about look in the left.
Oh,
no,
I have-
no, the left of the pants, not that left one. No, that's where the marijuana is. I
No.
want the.
I
want
have
the money.
I have an account there. They can
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say,
debit
here.
my account.
No
at
doubt.
the
Here, I'll
time.
put that up so you can see it. So you can do that again, so you could make sure they see your
Here's
CD
my new
cover.
CD. Y'all can check it out on iTunes or just order it on my website, ericaSunshineLee.com. It's called Southern Amendment, or you can come by it at the show. Be my
Cool,
real
man.
friend or follow me on Facebook.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Awesome.
We recommend everybody to keep up with this stuff.
No doubt.
Well, look, we're at our 10 o'clock. We're going to start rolling out. We're 10:06. Man, we appreciate you coming in.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for putting up with the chaos too.
Thanks
you
for
know.
having me. I
Is
love
that not a
the
wheelchair
chaos.
joke?
What?
Is that a wheelchair joke?
What?
Rolling it.
Roll.
Oh, you're so sensitive, Jacob.
Yeah,
Come
you was
on.
just such. You have developed a sure case of wussiness this
Oh,
week.
He's gotten
now.
quiet
That's why
the whole time, and then he jumps in for some sympathy.
That's
at the
right.
I was just
end.
trying to make a joke. Jesus
Aw.
Christ.
Yeah, keep trying.
Wait a minute. As he's laughing and telling a joke, he's talked more than he did on his own show last night.
Oh.
If it weren't for Jacob, I wouldn't be here. So
Yeah,
thank
that's
you.
Hell yeah. What do you think about that?
Don't get so wussy. I was just trying to make a joke.
All right.
See how that
Yeah,
goes?
yeah. I can't take it, but I can dish it out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All
It's
right.
always nice to have a guy with wheels.
Or roll it out.
Roll out.
If you get drunk, you just sit in his lap. That's what he wants you to do anyways.
Or
Hey now.
yeah, just
I hope
get, a,
Danielle wasn't listening to this.
just get a hotel room on a hill. See ya.
That's a more hotel inspiration.
He was making wheelchair jokes the other night. Like, look, we get the best parking. We get the best seats. Never has anybody looked at me and asked to push in my stool. I mean,
I've been
it's like
ushered to the.
Pushing a stool.
Hey now.
Oh, that
when he was in the gay bar,
No, no, no.
he was in a
no,
wheelchair. It was safe. Mike's like, did he just
Wow.
say that?
Is it time
Yeah,
to
you can't-
I crossed that line you were
Yeah.
talking
I
about.
know, right?
Somebody mute him.
Suddenly I'm thinking of a gay Casablanca and it goes, at all the gay bars in the world, I got to run into you, handicap Jacob. Yeah, so,
Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna
was-
go ahead and just.
God, that got weird. And I'm usually the one that brings it up.
EricaSunshineLee.com. Don't hold
Yeah,
any of this
please,
against
that's
me.
right.
Have you noticed she's like she's thrown in a couple kicks there during the shows, like my Irish friends, my handicap friends, don't be offended.
My gay friend.
Everyone who listens to my music,
Go
Well,
buy it.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
offensive. So
we
I-
broke down in front. We came in to use the phone, and this happened. So.
You're
Just
so
for
lucky. that-
Fun.
Yeah, it's exactly. See, she's already learning. You just scream. We tell people every time you do something and you think you're going to get in trouble, just scream.
Bless
I did
your
it
heart.
just for fun.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
hopefully,
Or
it
that.
You know,
comes
you
to-
said that to him earlier.
Save
I caught
you.
it. You told Scotty, you said, "Oh, bless your heart," and I was like, "Wow, she just politely said F you."
well,
No, she didn't say whatever.
if she
Yeah, that's
said
whatever.
So listen, this is what plays when Mike normally comes in the room. Let me get the volume
I
right.
like people to refer to me as conquistador.
The music from the police academy comes up.
You know, I used to be able to do a
And
really
him
good
in
Bobcat
chats?
Goldthwait. I know it's hard and it's tough. God, there's no adjective I can use here.
We'll just go till 11 today. Who cares?
Yeah, we're not paying for it. I mean, it's not like you get.
And it's
I'll
not
pay
like
for
we
it later.
get paid for it.
Yeah, see, Steph's on the
It's
same.
just for fun.
All hate mail needs to go to Military Mike's page called The World According to Dumb Mike.
Yard sale.
God
You're
bless the
right.
military. Speaking of the military, God bless the military.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
28 years Army, and
Thank
this
you
is
so
what
much
you
for
end up
serving.
with.
Not everybody gets.
I used to tell people when they say that to me, I used to go, "Well, it was an honor to serve," but I don't do that anymore. Because it was an honor to serve, but unfortunately, I'm a big veterans advocate for the VA, and also I have to stay on that side of the fence now and go, "Yeah, the Army was great, but the Veterans Administration sucks." And since we're talking about that, Eric Erickson, who's a big WSB radio host, you suck too, buddy. So he's
Bless his heart.
well, he's in Washington getting a group of people together to try to stop Trump from getting the Republican nomination. That's infighting within a political group, and I don't think WSB should sponsor him. Okay, I guess that was man. I've been
Do you
waiting
feel
all
better?
morning to say
Do you
that.
feel better? Some people have to go to the bathroom, and you just like feel better doing that.
I just can't believe that. I had to
Yeah.
sneak in my political thing. But I do have a show on Wednesday nights called The World According to Mike. Starts at 7 p.m. You're more than welcome anytime. Just give us a call. I'm on Facebook, obviously. And if you're ever, you guys are just coming through, it's a little bit different. You know, the morning is
You are one pathetic loser.
Jim Carrey, buddy. But this is rapid fire and crazy and all that other stuff. At night, we dim the lights a little bit. We drink beer and we solve world problems. So you're more than welcome to come. Please, we'll put you on a microphone. We won't make you sit.
The world problems.
Yeah. World topics.
The biggest problem is your show.
Yeah, pretty much. So
we're just messing with them.
Yeah, that you get it. Yeah, I get it every day.
We're just filling in the blanks.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Look, did you?
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
She read our iPad. Here, so we got this.
Oh, sexy
No!
girlfriend.
Shut up.
That's what she said.
Kiss my butt.
Oh my God, you fit in perfectly.
Sexy girl.
Still better be saying that at 90 years old.
That's right.
Oh, behave.
We got a bunch of good ones. Just for,
I
like
like that.
when he gets on his rants, we just start.
Well, no, we
Because
had,
it gets boring. I'm just like,
people
dude.
call in, and go, "Shut up, Mike," and hang up. It's like that's
Yeah.
I'm doing it right here. Shut up,
If
Mike.
you
Yeah.
could just
My
go ahead and
show.
make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
not. Yeah. And all the gay bars in all of the world.
I'm beautiful.
So anyway. I figured that one would go
Perfect
really
timing.
great with that one.
Perfect timing. Good deal.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you coming in and let it try to be the center of attention at least until Mike opens his mouth. But hey, if you find a weird car following you real slowly behind you, it's because the car doesn't
It
car
can't
doesn't
go any faster.
We were watching somebody try to steal his car, and we actually were thinking, Mike, do not try to hold the bumper to stop the car. He says, no, I'm helping him. I'm trying to push.
The guy took my car for a test drive yesterday at the dealership, Turn and Burn, one of our sponsors. He goes, "Hey, can I get the keys?" I'm like, "Dude, the key's in it." He goes, "Man, you shouldn't leave the key in." I said, "Dude, I've been leaving the key in that car for 2 years."
Nobody's stolen it yet.
Oh God, no.
Oh yeah,
God.
I leave mine
I've
in
been
mine.
looking. Has there been pets in it?
Yes.
Okay.
He
I
would
wouldn't
have to
see
leave
it.
like some old baloney in it, so
I
they'd
have-
actually have something worth a crap if they stole his car.
I have an 85-pound female pit bull named Celia, and she rides with me everywhere.
That explains the urine smell.
Well, no, that's me.
I was
Look.
trying to come up with a joke for that afterwards, but you got me.
Hey, I peed a little. So I just peed a little. Did you spit? Did you? Are you gonna spit? Spit! 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 Come on! Come on!
Just
you can do
saved
it.
the first
They finally got
word
me.
of the
tonight.
morning.
Oh my
He
god!
swallowed.
So yesterday they finally got me, and I had put cream soda and mixed it with my Mio. And when that
Cream
fizz hit
soda.
the back of my nose, it was burning.
He spit
I had
on the
to
floor.
I spit it all over the floor, and it was in my hand. So then I looked like I was riding a friggin' Bronco because I went like,
What do they
this,
call
and then
that?
I went, where did it
It's like
go?
a baseball term or something for that.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much. We'll
Thanks
get back
for
to our
listening,
guest,
Mom.
man. Thanks.
Sorry.
Oh my God, did you not warn her before you got here?
I thought it was just for fun.
It is, but we've had some people's parents like text in the middle and go, what are you doing?
Yeah, momagers are not cool.
Well,
Kathy,
Some
we
of them
love
are.
you, Kathy. That's different.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's
good
funny
save,
because
good
that's
save.
my mama's name is Kathy.
You know, it's really funny.
Good
Is,
save.
I know.
Yeah, good save.
Whoa.
So you've been going through their mail
Did you
again?
hear that, Daddy?
That's right. Please describe to your father what he looks like in case he has to get the rock salt out.
Don't worry, I got a picture of
That's
it.
right. If you see this guy at the front door, do not open
Get
it.
my
Run.
best side.
If he keeps screaming that I got a package, just know that no, he doesn't.
What? What are you
He
talking
lost
about?
it overseas.
Talking about? Oh
Never
my
mind,
God.
Mike.
In
Amazon.
Thailand again?
Yeah. No, I've never been to Thailand though. That's good. It's hot and yicky, isn't it?
No, I mean, I loved it. It was
Really?
very
Oh.
hot and sticky, icky, but it is in Georgia, and there's pretty clear water and beaches
that'd be
and
hot.
gorgeous.
Dead bodies.
And the food's so
floating in the
cheap and
river.
good. Oh my gosh, Thai food. Oh,
Really? Oh,
I've never had
Real
Thai food
Thai
because I'm
food.
scared of it.
It's
People talk
good.
about how hot it is.
oh it's
Well,
not
no.
spicy. You can get pad Thai. Actually,
Pad Thai.
note
It's
to
a
people:
noodle.
go to Green Tea in Decula, Georgia, and they have amazing Chinese, but Thai food there is really good pad
Really?
Thai.
Okay.
And it's not you can get it not spicy. It's
Because
unbelievable.
I've heard that Thai food's just like spicy.
Well, you
like,
can
really,
get the
but you
curry
I
and you can
guess.
get
Okay.
spicy stuff. But I'm a wuss. I can't even
I don't
have
do that.
medium, like mild chicken wings at Hooters.
Yeah.
Set my mouth on fire. So
Yeah, that's me.
Isn't there like a coconut chicken that's real
Yeah.
popular, like a soup?
yeah, well, the
Yeah.
soup tom kha is
Okay.
amazing, and so you can make it as online recipes. But the stuff over there, I mean, you can get an entree, 2 appetizers, and a drink for like $6.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
entire
there's-
thing.
It's like Czechoslovakia.
Oh,
There's
wow.
one in Old Town, Thai Palace. It's really good.
I know, and I've been very scared of it because
I don't
hear about
know.
it.
Well,
Sarah used to
I've
work
eaten
there.
green tea like a million times, and I
Okay.
love their food.
I had to try that. Then.
Where
I-
else have you traveled?
We're
Real
gonna-
quick.
Yeah.
Just where-
Well, y'all go ahead because I'm gonna fix the camera.
figured.
So, yeah, just go.
Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Samoa, Costa Rica, Italy,
how'd you like
Germany,
Costa
Ireland.
Rica?
I love Costa Rica.
Yeah, my older brother's uncle-in-law, if that's a real thing, he owns Air Costa Rica, and he owns like seriously like 20-30% of the island. He's a very rich man, and my brother goes down there all the time, and he says, once you get used to the climate, it's beautiful. But
Well, it's just as hot in Georgia in summer.
I know, yeah, but it's you know
got
it's
an
different.
ocean there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you got really awesome food.
Blue
If
water.
you got the blue water, and I love to surf, so I love to
Oh,
surf
cool.
in Costa Rica. It's the best waves I've ever surfed. Were
Oh,
there.
really?
Mhm.
Really
Right on.
cool. How was New Zealand?
Malpais. New Zealand was pretty cold when I was there.
Really?
I mean,
would
I've
love
definitely
to
been
go.
there when it's the summer, but it's beautiful. I didn't go to the South Island, which I've heard is, that's Lord of the Rings.
Right.
But even the North Island with places like Whakatane and Whangarei and Gisborne,
Gesundheit.
I know it's weird because it's WH, but it sounds like it's an
Yeah,
F sound.
So we go there to meet the Faulkners.
Maybe.
Holy
But
moly.
you never know who you'll meet there. But
I've been
it's
to Ireland.
beautiful.
I've been to England, Ireland, Germany, all through around
Mm-hmm.
in there. Shannon, Ireland was
Gorgeous.
just-
The green.
it was look at the goosebumps because walking down the streets, there's like the buildings are so old, but they have like a moss on them and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and it's like you're always walking in a freaking
Movie.
Well, I
picture.
always
Right on.
wanted to go someplace like that where I could see stuff that I know was there before America was even discovered. I
Oh,
just think
sure.
that would be.
Yeah,
I just think that'd be so cool.
God,
yeah.
Germany, the town next to us, celebrated 1,125 years of
See?
existence.
Like I go to Google
So-
occasionally just to say what's the oldest, brick building in the world
Right,
or
right.
block building in the world because it's amazing to see stuff like in our minds.
We think we're old.
we go pyramids are like the oldest thing ever. When you start finding stuff that's older than the pyramids, then you're kind of like, wow, because in perspective, you've always thought the pyramids are like the oldest, right? When you start seeing these other things that make it look young.
Have you been to Egypt?
I have not.
Okay,
I haven't been to Africa at all. That's my bucket list.
Really?
Definitely.
But no, what I was going to say is I wasn't that fascinated with the pyramids when I saw them. I don't know.
To me, it might be a cool thing to see, but like I saw they found some, they've always talked about Atlantis being underwater.
Right.
Well, probably 5 or so years ago, off one of the China seas, they found basically it's almost like a pyramid underwater. And
Yes.
they date it to be thousands of years older than pyramids.
Right.
And they actually show, if you think of a quarter, how thick a quarter is, they show steps. Now, this is all underwater, steps that are perfect 90-degree steps, and the seams where the steps attached to the building, you can't even slide a quarter through.
Isn't that
And
amazing?
then you're thinking this thing's been underwater for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years. You've just now discovered it. You're saying that it's several thousands of years older than the pyramids. And you're thinking, who could make these steps be perfectly 90 degrees? Who could make all these joints so tight that you can't even get a quarter through?
With no
And
special-
it's been underwater this long?
Yeah, it's
Like,
amazing.
how is that
Just
possible?
don't make them like these.
That is
too.
crazy.
doubt.
And then,
I
you
wanna
get a
go
stick house built in the 80s, and the first tornado come through, and Stephanie's cousin's like, "Oh, I was just standing there with a PBR. I watched the house just fly right on by. Miss Johnson was on the front porch with the cow. I mean,
We went outside for the yard sale. And
yeah.
Thank
Kurt
God
alert.
we left the truck. Yeah.
Look,
How about
look
Easter
now. We can
Island?
pick up any couch we want.
You ever been to Easter Island? That's I want to go to Easter Island. Easter Island and the Great Wall of China.
Yep. Well, look, we need to wrap it up. Stephanie's getting text messages where she's got to go. She's got to go
Okay.
pick up her daughter from school. Man, I appreciate you
Thank
coming
you
in.
for
And
having
us.
thanks,
Nice
for,
to
meet
thanks
y'all.
for
Fun.
fitting in
It's
as
awesome.
crazy as this is.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Can we get a
Thanks
picture
for
of
fitting with me.
everybody?
Yeah, we'll get a picture
Yeah,
of you
absolutely.
guys.
With the logo, that'd be great.
All right, you guys, we're going to turn this back over to the show. I'm actually just going to play all of her songs that we have and just kind of end it on her being in here today and let you enjoy all her songs. One more time, tell everybody how to find you on Facebook, Instagram, or any sites whatsoever.
Find me on ericasunshinelee.com or Facebook, Erica Sunshine Lee. You can just search. Or Twitter, they didn't have enough room for my last E, so it's Erica Sunshine Le. So it's just L-E, like I'm French or something. And then Instagram, Erica Sunshine Lee. It's pretty easy to Google me, but you can come to a show and be my real friend. And also just send me a message on that you're listening to Just for Fun Radio, and I'll send you a free download on Facebook.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in today. We're going to get out of here. This makes for our Friday. We'll be back with our little crazy manic Monday only because we never know what's going to happen between now and Monday. We have no clue. Like I got a car show tomorrow. It's supposed to be for the Future Farmers of America at Newton High School. We're also getting reports it's going to be raining. And most of those cats that have show cars, they're not even going to open the garage. These cats with
No doubt.
these 67 Camaros, they're not even sure that they're going to bring the car out that day. But yeah, we're looking at 5 a.m. 60% chance. I'm going on over to 10 a.m. 50% chance. But 50% nobody's going to show up with a hot rod, not in that weather.
No doubt.
So anyways, we'll see you cats tomorrow. Or if you can make it out, let's word it that way. If I see you at the car show, we'll see you at the car show. And all my other peeps that tonight, depending on the rain, we may be burning something in the backyard.
All right.
And that's
on.
trash, Mike.
Yeah,
Not
that's
Mary
Got a
Jane.
trash.
new song called Taking the High Road.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for it.
Oh, yeah.
So take the high road.
Here comes a bunch of her songs now. Thanks for coming in. And
Thank you.
thanks for
Thanks
all
for
your
having Jacob.
listeners.
Right on. You're welcome.
All right, man. See y'all later on.
Deuces.
Bye, y'all.
Off with video. Wave, everybody.
Everybody. Shockaroo. Right.
Is there a Sharpie over there?
Shappy.